having fun at your expense.
You really, you guys, every time I'm like, what the?
But you got really angry every time, and then when the third and fourth time, you were like damn near outraged. You were raging at technology.
It's like Happy Fun Ball. Right?
I'm with Susie with this. I used to have it in a car. It used to annoy the hell out of me because it goes off all the time.
It's like, don't look at Happy Fun Ball. Yeah, don't look at Happy Fun Ball.
Do not taunt Susie Schuster.
Yeah.
About her driving.
Yeah.
Who's on Women's Sports Now today?
Oh, we're so excited. We've got Emma Hayes, the GOAT. She's going to be on it.
Bag on Virginia Beach.
Yep.
We're
live.
Ireland
It's
can bag on.
live.
Oh, hey, we're live.
We're live.
Oh, I didn't realize we were live. Did I say anything compromising at all?
I don't know. I didn't. I literally, when you said, Emily said we're live, that's the first I heard. So I think whatever you said, you got away with it.
We're going live. Do it live.
We're talking about everybody here.
Yeah, we were really
Are you talking about me
trash-talking.
or other people?
Definitely you, John.
Yeah, all about you, John. All about you.
How's Idaho?
Good.
What'd you do yesterday? Golf?
Yeah, to golf with my brother-in-law, and then today, Lisa runs this place like a hotel. So today we got a bunch of her friends coming in. So I'm basically a host for the next 3 days.
Do you have them leave reviews? Like, do you get like a 5-star, 4-star?
We have
do you get
a
feedback?
book at the bottom of the stairs that we ask people to sign when they leave here, just to give us a thought about how we can upgrade the place. You know?
Okay.
How many different people do you think are in the book?
Not that many.
Not that
because
many?
most people forget to do it.
Has anybody given actual constructive feedback that you've taken?
No, they all shower us with praise.
Yes.
But what I'd really like is, fix this, fix that, get rid of that,
Exactly.
do this. But
So what's funny is, I went to visit my friends. They just bought a house or condo in Hillcrest in San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
so
it's great down there.
Yeah, I was the first guest in their new home. And so they asked me, I stayed in the guest room, and they asked me for feedback on okay, so what do you think of this other room? And I was like, oh no, it's great. No, we actually want to know how we can make the experience better, because we're not going to be staying in the guest room, and I want everyone to be comfortable. And I was like, oh
Yeah, they're smart.
now that you ask me,
here's
here's the thing.
You know who's a picky one is not Stepdad Leo. Now, not Stepdad Leo walks into anybody's house and immediately has feedback. So, for example, walks into our house. The remote.
I'm inviting Leo up here.
The
right
remote is
away.
filthy. The light fixtures are terrible. This branch needs, and he'll do all of it. He will not rest until he accomplishes all the things that he wants to do. And by the way, he'll do it anywhere. And sometimes I think Leo's probably watching. Sometimes I think he goes a little too far.
Hi, Leo.
And is a little aggressive in his.
We love you.
Yeah, we love you. That.
It's interesting. Okay, I'll tell you this story that's been going kind of viral. It's on TikTok. So I don't know if this is staged or what. So there's these two people. They own an Airbnb. I can't even tell where it is. I want to say it's probably in North Carolina, Georgia, somewhere like that. So they rent out this Airbnb, and they start every video, and they're hugging, which is odd. So they're come with us to see how our Airbnb guests left the Airbnb, which I think is an invasion of privacy a bit onto the people that rented. But they go inside, and they're like, oh, they moved the remote. But the remote is there. They didn't lose the remote. Then they're like, oh my gosh, they moved the ottoman, and the ottoman moved 5 inches. And then they look and see in their gravel driveway, oh, we saw a cigarette butt, and it was 10 feet closer than it was supposed to be to the house. Therefore, they're going to charge them $800 for a cleaning fee for smoking.
That is terrible.
And then they have security cameras to see people coming in and out. And they're
Creepy.
Every unregistered guest gets a $200 fee, no questions asked. And the people didn't register for a kid, but they found a baseball in the driveway and were like, oh, $200 out of their
way.
fee. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
Don't rent out your home if you don't want people to live in your home.
It's funny, John. And now I think Em is going to do some house sitting for you, right?
Yes.
Yeah, coming up.
Okay. So as you get ready for the Olympics, and the Olympics are coming, will you, because you can rent it for bank, rent out your house in Manhattan Beach?
We will look into it, yes, because some of the prices I've heard are pretty insane. Like for your house, I'm guessing you're staying for the Olympics.
I am.
Yeah.
If
you rented your house, Mase, as close as it is to the beach, I'm hearing big money.
Really?
Big money.
Well,
That's what I'm talking about.
Over $20,000 for the month.
The problem is, if I've got a press credential and I'm going to as many events as I possibly can, where the hell am I going to live or stay if I rent out my house?
East Central.
Oh, the Easter. No, everything's got to be booked, right? Every hotel's probably
Honestly,
already
probably
booked for the Olympics.
right now. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Mace, the other thing is, Michael Roth called me this week.
Yep.
And Javier Cano, who has run the Ritz-Carlton LA Live since it opened,
Yes.
is retiring.
Yeah, I'm hosting his retirement thing on Tuesday night.
Oh, good. So make sure you introduce yourself to whoever the new guy is,
Yeah, that's right.
because that could solve your
That's a
problem.
good friend
Yes,
to
it
have.
could.
Somebody
Yes,
who
it
runs a
could.
Ritz-Carlton in LA Live. That's a nice friend.
Yeah, I'm going to need the Ireland hosting book.
No, you're fine. You'll kill it.
But I mean, you've got like a little funny quip. You're good at quips.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've emceed a lot of
A
stuff.
quipster.
But Javier's so well liked.
Yeah.
I think that'll be a piece of cake.
I'm just
Is
going to
it- is it
introduce
at the
speakers.
Is it at the hotel?
Yeah, it's at the hotel.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited about
John,
it. He's a
what
nice
is the
man.
max amount of people that have been at the compound at one time that's not a member of your family?
14.
14. Whoa.
Woo!
Yeah,
That's-
Lisa had 14 girls here.
How many bedrooms you got?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Holy hell!
So everyone's sleeping on top of each other.
Wow.
My
Yeah.
uncle, when we go to Hilton
When
Head,
we did 6, there were air mattresses involved.
Gotcha.
Okay, got it.
I mean, when we did all 6 bedrooms going.
my uncle, when we go to Hilton Head, it's usually one of the few times that he is at Hilton Head as well. He loves a label maker. He loves to label every single
Really?
switch in the home.
That was a whole Seinfeld episode starring Bryan Cranston.
Oh,
really?
is that right? I don't recall
That's
that.
fun.
It was somebody gave
Jerry.
a baby label maker, and he regifted it to Elaine, and she regifted it to Tim Watley Cranston. And people just and everybody said the thing was terrible, but it's a whole episode
That
about a
was
label
funny.
maker.
My uncle John Shaughnessy, shout out John, would love another label maker. He is a
Oh,
label
really?
maker fiend. Everything is like labeled down to like specific outside, inside, right light,
Oh,
left
my
light.
God.
But he
That's crazy.
he loves to tinker. He loves to
Okay.
make things good.
I think he's like not stepdad Leo. There's
Yeah.
a lot of Leo in him. All right, there you have it. There is your Before the Growl. Coming up after the Growl, we're going to crank up the show. There's Dodgers news. There is some Tarik Skubal watch. All this stuff.
Yeah, I want to hear about the Rams yesterday.
Yeah, and the
too.
Rams training camp. Absolutely. We'll do all that coming up on the radio, on the app, and on the YouTube.
On YouTube. Every year across America, a staggering 4.2 million youth are homeless or trafficked. Covenant House is the national leader providing safe housing for youth, 50 years strong. Help us fight youth homelessness. Go to covenanthouse.org.
Hey, Cappy, listen, you get into an accident, you call Jacob at 800-345-6789, and there's steps to this. Step 1, get safe.
Yeah, step 2, get medical care.
Step 3, document everything.
Step 4, do not guess what you should say to insurance companies.
No, and step 5, count on Jacob.
Count on Jacob.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen for Pella Windows and Doors. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Pella Windows and Doors always has the winning game plan. They're not just window and door experts. They're experts at taking care of you and your home. At Pella, they find the products that meet your needs and their experts install them. They do it every day, and that's why your neighbors trust them. Discover why Pella is a trusted choice for homeowners everywhere. Visit Pella.com/Eisen today. That's Pella.com/Eisen.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
The home of USC football, and now the home of The Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
ESPN 710, Los Angeles Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mason and Ireland is on for your Thursday afternoon.
Mason Ireland, best show on the radio.
Here we go, Thursday, the 30th of July, 2026. The Hall of Famers are here. Johnny Ireland is live from the Idaho compound. Mason is here, fresh off of Rams training camp yesterday. By the way, luckily producer Emily's here because nobody talks better Rams football than producer Emily.
If I was in the opening ceremonies, I would have pooped my pants.
And listen, sometimes there's that. The Thursday edition is here. We will talk Dodgers baseball, more Rams training camp. God, you can taste football. It's so close, can't you? Plus fun and frivolity. You know how we do. Producer Emily's here. Producer Brian Cohen. The social team in the back. By the way, I believe today Dean Frank Sports. Dean Frank and Brooke Kirk are back there. But today is Dean Frank Sports' final day at ESPN LA. He's on to bigger and better things. Give him a follow on social media, on Instagram. His IG sports stuff, not bad. Dean Frank Sports, DFS, Jack. I mean, the kid looks like he never washes his hair, but other than that, he's great. Dean Frank Sports, let's do it. The biggest show on the radio.
So with that said, let's get this show on the road.
Mase and Ireland.
And Mase, you're a god, man.
Your Thursday afternoon in the Southland right now.
Good afternoon.
By the way, Dean Frank, who has been around here for a while.
Yeah, why is he leaving?
He's taking a job with the Dodgers.
Good for him.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for him. He's going to continue all the social media stuff. Chris gave you his Twitter handle, his Instagram handle, all that stuff. Dean, great work here. Thank you, and best of luck over there with the Dodgers. I'm sure it's going to be great.
Good timing for Dean.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to throw you something,
good.
John. Throw you something completely out of the box.
Yeah, go.
Most dangerous cities in America. There are 5 NBA cities on the list of the most dangerous cities in America, including number 1.
I'm guessing number 1 is Memphis.
Memphis is the most dangerous city in America. Have you encountered... Oh, sorry about that. I meant to hit this. Have you encountered any danger in Memphis?
No, but it doesn't feel safe.
Doesn't feel safe. Okay, so that's number 1. Who else from the NBA is in the top 10? There are 4 more.
I'm guessing that Cleveland would be on that list.
Cleveland is not on the list.
Okay. What about Detroit?
Detroit is number 10. 10th most dangerous city in America.
I'm trying to figure out where else.
It's a place you always complain about.
It's a place I always complain about.
Yeah, you always come back and say, oh, that place is a mess.
Well, the only places I really don't love going are Memphis, and I don't like going to New Orleans anymore.
New Orleans is not on the list. At number...
Right, so that's strike 2.
Yeah, that's strike 2.
Let me try. Is Milwaukee on there? I wouldn't think
no,
so.
Milwaukee's not on there either.
I feel safe in Milwaukee.
No, here's the top 10.
What about Philly?
Philly is number 9. There, you got one. Number 9.
All right. What about your favorite city, Houston?
Houston is number 2, the second most dangerous city in America. And there's one more, and this is the one that you always complain about. Always. You come back and you say, oh, it used to be so beautiful. And now look at it.
It used to be beautiful, and now look at it. That's a great hint.
Brian knows.
Yeah, we think we know.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, we know.
BC, what do you think it is?
San Francisco?
Of course. San Francisco. It's the one when you come back, you're always like, oh, it used to be so nice, and now it's not nice anymore. Yeah.
It's been ruined. I mean, I don't know if anybody's been to San Francisco. You said, Mace, you didn't have a bad experience.
I did not. I mean, we go up there a couple of times a year, and I've not yet had a bad experience. When I was there, Union Square was totally clear, and there was a big paddy wagon there, which I'm sure was part of the reason.
That wasn't there last time I was there.
Yeah, but San Francisco is the 6th most dangerous city in America.
Which sucks, because 5 years ago it wasn't.
Oh, yeah. By the way,
10.
Safest city in America is in M's home state. It is Virginia Beach, Virginia.
I disagree.
Really?
I don't think Virginia Beach. It's more because
isn't that where Allen Iverson's from, Em?
So slightly outside of Virginia Beach, but similar, which is why I'm surprised that it's ranking number 1. And I'll give you the reason why. Because one time, my family and I were biking on their version of the Strand. We're biking on the boardwalk.
Yep.
And we have one of those 4 tandem bike things, and we're pretty young. And they have my little sister, Sarah, in the very front basket. So she's like little. She's like maybe 3 years old.
Wow, yeah, it's got to be
And
small.
what happens was somebody from a balcony threw a full soda from like the 8th story and nearly hit Sarah. So that's why it's not the most safe city in America.
But is that an isolated incident, or does everybody get sodas
It's
dropped
happening
on
all the time
all
across
the
Virginia
time.
Beach, Virginia.
So that's the safest city in America, which I never would have guessed. The other cities on the list of the safest in America include Plano, Texas, Madison, Wisconsin, Honolulu, Chesapeake, Virginia.
Also disagree, but
Yep.
go on.
No sodas thrown there. Laredo, Texas, Lexington, Kentucky, Boston, Lincoln, Nebraska, and Pittsburgh.
Lincoln, Nebraska.
Also, take up Boston with The Departed. There's bodies all over that.
Just a movie, but you're right. There's a lot. If you're a Southie,
the
there's
other
trouble.
day, since I've been up here in Idaho, I watched The Town again.
Oh,
that is
so
a
good.
great movie.
You and Joe Missoula.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just great.
It is.
I mean,
Blake
everyone's in
Lively's
it
best.
No, she's good in it. John Hamm as the guy trying
He's
to catch
excellent.
it. Jeremy Renner's great. Affleck's great. It's an underrated movie.
By the way, I think too that's Nicholson got nominated, right?
No, you're thinking of The Departed.
Yeah.
Oh, The Town. Oh, that was directed by Affleck, wasn't it?
The Town, yes.
Yeah, it was directed by Ben Affleck.
Was The Departed Scorsese?
Yes.
Yes,
That was Scorsese's Best Picture win.
That's right.
And by the way, the cast in The Departed just keeps coming at you.
Yeah.
Wahlberg, Sheen, Martin Sheen, and Vera Farmiga's got a great part in that movie. Nicholson's great. I mean both those movies are.
I'm
really
surprised
good.
Manhattan Beach wasn't the number one safest place in America.
I would
right,
imagine
John?
your neighborhood is very
John's
safe and secure,
neighborhood.
John.
In particular, where you're going to be seeing it, where my house is super safe because you're behind the gates.
Yeah.
But
behind the gates.
Uh-oh.
There's a moat.
But I'm giving Emily the keys to the kingdom so she can do whatever she wants.
Wow.
I can cross the moat every day.
Yes.
So this is what we heard this morning, John. I want you to listen to this, and let's start the countdown.
Yeah, Tarik Skubal is going to be traded. The Tigers haven't gone to teams that are interested in him and said as much at this point, but the expectation is that's going to happen within the next day or two. And frankly, everyone has been expecting it. When you see how the Tigers have played recently, and certainly their game Wednesday was a perfect encapsulation of their season, they understood that they needed to go on a really big run in order to have Tarik Skubal stick around, and they didn't do it. They're taking a healthy view of this. They understand that they have a lot of engaged teams right now. Teams that in particular are being cited by others as being the biggest threats, though, the Milwaukee Brewers, who have a tremendous farm system, and of course, Phil, the Los Angeles Dodgers, who are the favorites at this point, and frankly have been since the possibility of Tarik Skubal getting traded first surfaced a couple of months ago.
That's Jeff Passan from ESPN. Are we counting down, John? Is he a Dodger? Is he going to be?
I was talking to Bergman this morning about something.
Okay.
And I know Bergman's going to join us later today.
Yep.
He thinks it's happening. I'm trying to figure out, Mase, if you're the Tigers.
Yep.
Why wouldn't you build your team around Skubal? Like, give him a huge offer. Can they not afford it?
No,
I know
they
he's
cannot.
a free agent at the end of this season.
They were in arbitration last summer, and I feel like if you go into all the way to arbitration with some guy, you're probably not intending on
Because I
signing
think
him.
he was in the 30s in arbitration, and it'll be even bigger this
But they
year.
If
went
you're
all
not
the
going to
way.
sign him, you have to trade.
Yeah. And by the way, I don't know. If I'm the Tigers, I'm like, Eric Lauer has yet to lose a game. He is 5-0, and
Well, you definitely can put Lauer in the deal, but I think they're going to also insist on a younger, more like a guy that they could build around that's going to be a starter. Like, I think they'll ask for Robleski, maybe Sheehan. I think River Ryan's hurt too much.
River Ryan is hurt.
But I think either Robleski or Sheehan has to be in that deal. Eric Lauer, you don't need in the postseason, as great as he's been.
They're going to flip. They're going to trade Eric Lauer. I mean, he served his purpose. He got them through the summer. That 6-man rotation, he was unbelievable. 5-0, and they won all 9 games he pitched in. So they're going to flip him somewhere for something. Not a big piece, but he could
be in the Skubal deal.
He could be in the Skubal deal. Yeah,
if I'm the Tigers, and you want to throw him in, sure, I'll take him.
What I think is interesting is that I got this information from ESPN Stats and Info Group, and it's that the Dodgers are second in the MLB in starters ERA with 3.40 as the collective ERA of all their starters, and we're talking about adding a starter. You're already the second best starting rotation in the MLB.
Right.
Why?
But realistically, Shohei, question mark. Blake Snell coming back. Tyler Glasnow, question mark. I mean, you've got guys that we're counting on aren't necessarily 100% right now.
I feel like those question marks should be like squiggly somehow. It's like a question mark only because the Dodgers don't want to give us any information. I feel like if today was the postseason, all these guys would be back. And I think they're just trying to slow play it and load manage. They're load managing the MLB season.
I'm in the YouTube chat, and there is
YouTube chat.
There's somebody in there named Starting 11, and he writes, "Yeah, let's trade a very good pitcher. How does that make sense? Starting 11, you're getting the best pitcher in the deal." I often argue that, like, if you trade Robleski or Sheehan, you got to give up something to get Skubal. But Skubal's won 2 Cy Young Awards in a row, Mace. I mean, this guy, you could make the argument's the best pitcher in the major leagues.
And again, I go back to this. He mentioned Milwaukee. Milwaukee's got Mizorowski. Milwaukee's got Kyle Harrison, who's another stud. You add Tarik Skubal as your number 1 or number 2 starter. Look out. That is a really tough series.
Could the Dodgers be trying to drive up the price of this whole deal so that the Brewers handicap themselves somehow? Basically,
Emily, I'm glad you brought that up. I don't understand how more teams don't do that. Like, did you see what Oklahoma City just did? They made an offer to a guy in Denver that basically they forced Denver to either let him go to OKC,
right,
or put Denver into the second apron. And so the Nuggets matched, and now they're in the second apron. That's what I mean. Sam Presti is playing chess, man. That guy's really smart.
He is.
What Emily just suggested, if the Dodgers keep saying they're in it for Skubal, and they cripple Milwaukee's farm system, isn't that a good thing?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm thinking right now. I'm not thinking about 2 years from now when their
Mason,
prospects might develop. I'm serious.
I need you to understand the Dodgers are going to have they're going to have as good of guys to throw as Mizorowski and Skubal.
Right, but think about
it. You have Yamamoto, you have Ohtani,
Who do you
have
take,
Glasnow,
Yamamoto or Mizorowski? Can Milwaukee win that game?
The Dodgers' offense is better than Milwaukee's
Blake
offense.
Snell versus Tarik Skubal.
On any day, the Dodgers could hit any of those guys.
But
they have it. They hit Mizorowski last year.
I don't want to face that 1-2.
You faced Mizorowski last year in the postseason. Look how that turned out. They swept the Brewers.
Yeah. I don't, John, do you think keep away should be the name of the game here a little bit?
Well, I'd rather get him.
It's either going to be Milwaukee or the Dodgers.
I'd rather get him, but if I don't get him, I want to cripple the other team,
just clean out their farm system.
Yeah, but I'd rather have them. I think you make a good point. Especially since there's going to be a lockout next year.
Right, exactly.
Move now.
By the way, Andrew Friedman did speak yesterday and didn't say – well, he talked a lot and didn't say anything. But Dave Roberts did say this. He said Will Smith is pain-free. He's starting some baseball activities, lifting some weights, throwing, getting his core moving, and swinging the bat. So that is a good update on Will Smith.
Good, yeah. Anything that gets him actually doing baseball activity is great.
This is the first time I've seen, by the way, in an article, disc inflammation. That's the first time I heard that. But that's apparently what's going on.
The opposite of inflammation?
Pain. What's that?
I'm assuming it's the opposite of inflammation. You're getting smaller?
Yes, you're getting smaller.
Less swelling?
Less swelling, exactly.
Did you guys watch the end of the Dodger game last night?
Yeah.
Boy, it's fun when Tommy Trumpet starts,
isn't it? It really is.
And he didn't look great. Carlos Diaz didn't look great. But I'm glad that he's back in there and that he's an option.
To my eye, it looked like, and, he's going to be great for us. But I thought he was aiming last night instead of throwing. I think that's natural. He's coming off a long layoff.
But it is very fun when he comes into the game.
Oh, it is. Yeah, people love it. It's right up there with California Love and Kenley Jansen. Like, you hear that song and you're like, yeah. We were talking yesterday about Enter Sandman as Mariano Rivera's entrance song, Hell's Bells as Trevor Hoffman's entrance song. I actually think I like California Love and Tommy Trumpet better because it feels like it's upbeat as opposed to, like, angry.
And Tommy Trumpet, well, I mean, the whole crowd gets into it.
Yeah.
You're looking at, they were scanning the stands, and they were, kids are playing toy trumpets. It's really fun.
By the way, congratulations to Teoscar Hernandez. That is the greatest defensive play I've ever seen him make, that catch
and
last
he
night.
almost made 2 in a row.
Yeah.
He caught that one at the wall where he crashed into the gate, and then the very next batter hit one down the left field line, and he almost got that one too.
Right.
So if he starts playing deep, that's why I think Dave Roberts jumped up on the step and started applauding him.
Yeah, I gave him a standing ovation.
Because
Exactly.
that's been the thing he's been ripped for, is that he's not a good defender, but he was last night.
Absolutely. All right, coming up next for you, John, yesterday there was a report about the Clippers and Kawhi and maybe lasting all the way until 2027.
I know. Crazy.
Let's talk about that coming up next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN. On the all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
The 15-minute mark on 710. Fueled by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
You know, in that time it took to hear your favorite takes and all that fun and frivolity, you could be pulling out with a fresh oil change. No waiting, no appointment, just in and out in about 15 minutes. Bam! So you've got more time for what matters. Visit SoCalOilChange.com.
In just 15 minutes, you can boost your vehicle's performance and save money while doing it. Visit SoCalOilChange.com now for value pack coupons and keep your car and your wallet running strong.
The 15-minute mark on 710, made possible by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Hey, Angelica, quick question for you. If someone gets a DUI, what's the likelihood they understand everything they're in for?
Cappy, most likely they don't. There's only a 10-day window to request a DMV hearing. Fix My DUI helps people move forward with support and guidance every step of the way. Fix My DUI provides the resources needed to get your life back on track. If you or someone you know is already in the process, we can help you work towards getting your driver license back.
But step number 1 would be?
Don't wait. Call or visit fixmydui.org. That's fixmydui.org.
Here in Los Angeles, our city water is loaded with chlorine and chemicals. That's why I got LifeSource Whole House Water System. It cleans and conditions water from every tap for healthier water with no salt and no regular maintenance. No more harsh, skin-irritating city water. Upgrade your water and your life with LifeSource. I did, and I'm never going back. LifeSource has been doing it for decades. Read the reviews. Call the LifeSource California factory today at 800-WATER-99 or visit LifeSourceWater.com. LifeSource Water, it's not just better, it's essential. LifeSource, taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply.
Hey, it's Wendy here. Are you looking to rebound from your high-interest credit card debt? A SoFi personal loan could help. Consolidate your debt with a SoFi personal loan into one low monthly payment, and you could save money on interest over time. And with as soon as the same day funding, you could hit the ground running ASAP. Apply today with no fees required at SoFi.com/debt rebound. Loans originated by SoFi Bank. NA member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891. Fast funds terms apply at SoFi.com/debt rebound.
In a world parched for excitement, one drink will emerge. Twisted Tea, the refreshing thrill ride of flavor. Recreating its classic role as the hard iced tea that goes down smooth. Twisted Tea doesn't just taste like real iced tea, it's made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Taste the adventure with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio.
Maybe I'm stupid and maybe you disagree.
That's Steve Mason and John Ireland.
Yeah, you are stupid. I
have no problem.
Mason and Ireland. Right now.
All right. Little California love, Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN. So, John, LeBron James has and ESPN are closing in on an agreement for a behind-the-scenes documentary series.
Did you see the text that Emily sent you about an hour ago?
The Maverick Carter one?
Yeah.
Yes.
They're denying it.
I'll just finish this and then respond. A documentary series that would be similar to Michael Jordan's The Last Dance, according to industry sources, granted anonymity and not authorized to talk about the deal. Maverick Carter then tweeted out, "We are not doing anything like The Last Dance. LeBron doesn't even know when his last season is." I don't care what they say. It is going to be The Last Dance. It's a documentary about one of the greatest players of all time. How is that different from the documentary about one of the greatest players of all time that came out during the pandemic?
I'll just tell you this. I don't want to say that Maverick is lying, but I think he's caging this a little bit. I'll just tell you that his last 2-3 years with the Lakers, that footage exists.
Right.
There you go. I mean, whether he decides to use it or not is another thing. Like Kobe's last 2-3 years, a camera crew followed him everywhere. Vanessa has elected not to release it.
Not to release it. Wow.
So I don't know if LeBron will release it, but the footage exists.
It does feel like Maverick is arguing over semantics here. I think they seem to not to want to feel like LeBron is trying to copy Jordan and doing this last dance thing. I think that they know what they're going to do. They're going to do something about the breadth of his career, I'm sure, because they have all this footage and they had this behind-the-scene footage. But they just don't want to say, they don't want people to say LeBron's just trying to do what Michael Jordan did, to try to copy Michael Jordan to be better than him.
But it is impossible to compare without saying, oh, yeah, it's kind of the same thing.
And this was reported by Andrew Marchand, who knows what he's talking about.
He's
so I will say somebody told Andrew Marchand, therefore something's happening.
Yeah. Hey, Rams training camp is back. Tune in tomorrow, 3 to 6. DeMarco Travis and Marcus Grant live from Rams training camp at LMU. Training camp coverage on ESPN LA, powered by Waba Grill. It's for you. We had a great time yesterday.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you guys were there yesterday. What jumped out at you more than anything else?
I'll tell you what. What jumped out at me was what great people we have covering the Rams. Like, we talked to Jordan Rodriguez, amazing. We talked to Sarah Barshop, terrific. We talked to Vinny Bonsignor, excellent.
Bonnie, he was on the show.
Bonnie was on the show. And, you know, I think the two big questions for the Rams, and we brought this up with everybody yesterday, backup, depth, offensive line, and third receiver.
And I will say, Les Snead was basically parked himself at the offensive line for their drills and was looking at them the entire time. Seems like that is something that he is interested in, at least eyeing, seeing who's going to stand out, who could they use during the season, and if they have to get somebody potentially. Like, remember a couple years ago when they got Kevin Dotson?
Yep.
After training camp, before the season started, and they had him in, Browns, and he's been one of the best players on the Rams. It was from the Steelers, actually. And what stood out to me was that the work with the tight end group, because they were working out right in front of us, right in front of our stand. There's like 18 of them, it feels like.
There are a lot of tight ends roaming around
and they're
there.
massive. But the first few plays from Matthew Stafford were all to tight ends. Colby Parkinson got in there. Terrence Ferguson got in there. I really think that tight end group is going to pop this year, especially with how they saw when they valued them more at around that London Jaguars game, how much better the offense got with that 13 personnel. So I think tight ends are going to have a big year.
I think the breakout guy this year in terms of receiving is going to be Terrence Ferguson, who they drafted
That's
last
the Oregon
year.
guy?
This will be his second year.
He was a second-round draft pick last year.
Holds all the records at Oregon for receiving, and came on a little bit last year, but I think he's going to emerge as a really reliable target for Matthew Stafford. And by the way, C.J. Daniels is a rookie wide receiver who everybody is very impressed with. And, of course, they got Kanata Mumfeld. They've got Jordan Whittington. They've got guys there, but that third receiver I think is big. And then the other thing is left tackle. Alaric Jackson is going to be suspended for some period of time.
I don't know about that.
You don't know that?
I'm with the Mase.
I hope not.
That's how the
just
NFL
for the
rolls.
sake of the Rams, but I don't know.
Yeah.
If I think the NFL would have done something by now if they were going to do something.
Talk to the NBA about Kawhi.
Yeah.
NFL is run very differently than the NBA, but that gets us to what we talked about with the Clippers.
Yeah, that's right. The NBA investigation going well into the Clippers, who circumvented the salary cap to pay Kawhi. Sure, it's going well. It's going so good they're going to extend it to next year.
It's going well for that litigation group or whatever.
Yeah,
that's investigating, racking up those billable hours.
Yeah, those hours are going up. John, yesterday comes out. Maybe not until 2027 if the parties don't agree on the findings or any proposed settlement. Why are we trying to find penalties that are agreeable to people?
Because Steve Ballmer has more money than all the other 29 owners combined.
I agree, and at the same time, I don't know, should he be treated any differently than any other owner?
I don't know, but he is.
He's being treated differently. What could possibly be holding up this investigation?
My thought is that, and Adam Silver is in a tough spot here.
Yep.
So let's say Silver knows that Ballmer is not going to accept any punishment, that he is going to take them to court no matter what. That just drags it out even longer. If you're Adam Silver, what you want is to get this thing wrapped up. And I don't know if Ballmer is refusing to accept any penalty. How do you do that? How do you wrap it up?
Right. And how do you say, well, can you live with this as a penalty? That's not a penalty. That's not a sanction. That's not a penalty. Steve, what are you willing to accept here? That's not the way you handle out,
I agree with you.
divvy out punishment.
But I think that's what's happening because they know Ballmer has unlimited financial resources and they don't want this thing to drag on for another 2 years. So if Ballmer says, look, I didn't do anything wrong and I'm not accepting any penalty without a court case. If you're Silver, do you let him take you to court or do you just end it?
Yeah, see, I don't think Silver would do it. I don't
what?
think Silver would take him to court.
No, Ballmer would take him to court.
Oh, would take Silver to court?
Yeah.
Yeah, what a mess. Yeah, that's a mess. Basically, that's the NBA suing itself.
Right.
Where is Kawhi going to play?
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Kawhi's just dangling out there. Is he a Clipper? Are the Raptors going to take the risk and take him on? What are you supposed to do with Kawhi Leonard?
It's a great question. It's the main reason I think they should wrap this thing up. But one thing that I think is true, and Michael makes this point all the time, most fans don't care about this story.
Right.
They don't.
It's a wonky story. You know,
But I'm sure Raptors fans care about if Kawhi Leonard's going to play for them next year. Clippers fans care about if Kawhi is going to play for them next year.
Yeah,
right. I agree with all that, but I don't think there is, other than Pablo Torre sending out another podcast, which he did again yesterday.
He did again, yes, yeah.
I don't know if enough people care about this story that you want to blow up. You want to make it into a bigger deal.
Here's what if I was an owner, I would say, come on, dude. I play by the rules and you cheated. There should be some sanction.
Right.
Don't you think owners should jump up and say, wait a minute, he's breaking all the rules?
Right, but are NBA rules are they real rules? I mean, they only control the league, right? The league can do nothing if it wants.
There's no rule. I don't think this was anticipated, right? There's no circumventing the salary cap standard punishment.
And like the criminal thing of fraud has already been figured out, and the guy went to jail.
Yes. And now this is the part of it that's still out there dangling, and we'll wait to see what Pablo Torre says next.
Right. Well, like yesterday, Pablo Torre said Kawhi was involved with some type of soccer team.
Yeah, in Rhode Island, yeah.
Right. But there's no law or rule that says Kawhi can't own a soccer team.
Unless it was somehow facilitated by somebody else, which I don't think there's any evidence that it was facilitated by an owner.
I didn't listen to Pablo's podcast last night, but I've listened to the other 11. I mean, he's got them.
Oh, yeah, no question.
But I don't know. Like the Astros cheated, and they just kind of let them go in baseball.
Well, they did fire people.
Right. But
just the managers, right?
The manager
and the GM both got fired.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that was that the only punishment? Was the managers
None
getting
of the players
fired?
got anything.
None of the players got penalized.
And then they kept their World Series. They kept their title.
And Jose Altuve kept the buzzer that he wears on his chest.
All right, so Mace, what about this from the YouTube chat?
Yes.
Pete Tollner. Nobody but Ireland and Pablo Torre cares about this Clippers story. They're completely irrelevant, just like they are in L.A. You know, there's a little bit of truth to that.
Yeah.
Do you want to make a big deal over the Clippers? When Donald Sterling got caught on tape, you had to.
Right.
You didn't have a choice, but you have a choice now.
But what do the Raptors do? They have money tied up in what they might pay.
Remember, the NBA didn't block the trade. The two teams blocked the trade. So they could just say, the only thing the NBA said was, Toronto, you're on the hook for any punishment we give to Kawhi.
Right, and that's why if I'm Toronto, I'm not making the deal.
Yeah, and like here, Tina Guzman, John, you're wrong. Fans care about it. Tina, I'm the only one that cares about it.
I think the easy way to describe it is that the Clippers cheated and still wound up as the 9 seed in the West last year. And they were cheating.
Right. They're just bad at it.
Yeah. Coming up next, a Chargers player had an interesting way to defend the Chargers in this Rams town. We will do that coming up next. Mase and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
Have you ever been in one of those 4DX theaters?
The one at Disneyland for I Shrunk the Kids?
Yeah, same idea.
Yeah, that.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
The one right here, the theater here, is a 4DX.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And I went over there to watch a movie one afternoon when I was doing the morning show, and I had something later that day, so I'm like, I'll go see a movie. I had no idea what it was, and I just went, and all of a sudden the seat starts shaking, and water starts squirting around.
Smells.
And the smells and the fog and all this other stuff. It's wild.
They put smells?
Yeah, like scents. Like, so let's say you're entering it's an ocean scene. You can get like the scent of salt water in the air. Like they pump it into the room. It's
They're not going to pump locker room smell, right?
Well, they could.
They're going to pump funk?
I don't know.
Oh, that's, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't direct the movie, but I mean, if you can put good smells in, you can put bad smells in too.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
The summer savings are heating up at George Chevrolet. Lease a new 2026 Chevy Equinox LT for just $259 per month for 36 months and just $4,080 due at signing. Visit George Chevrolet off the 91 freeway, Lakewood exit in Bellflower, and GeorgeChevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Offer on approved credit through GM Financial. It requires a current Chevy lease and household, plus tax, title, license, registration, government fees. Down payment includes $85 dealer doc fee. Vehicle subject to prior sale. More than 5 available at this price. Offer ends 8/2/2026. Call 866-949-4805 for details.
You know, I've been in LA a long time, and when somebody asks me who to call after an accident, my answer is simple. Call attorney Big Al. That's my guy and my MVP for accident attorneys. Big Al's been helping people across California for over 15 years. And as an LA native and a huge sports fan, oh my God, can that guy go on hockey? Oh, he understands this community. If you're hurt in a car, truck, motorcycle, Uber, or Lyft accident, even if you're hit while walking or biking, you don't have to figure all this out on your own. I always tell people, call Big Al before you call the insurance company. He and his team will help guide you through the process, protect your rights, and fight for the compensation you may deserve. Big Al and his team are available 24/7. They never close. Consultations are free, and if there's no recovery, there's no fee. Just one call can make all the difference, my friends, so make sure you get this right. Call attorney Big Al right now. 1-800-HURT-123. That's 1-800-HURT-123. Attorney Big Al's attorney Ken Klein, based in Los Angeles.
Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement was paid for in partnership with Cars R Us and Find the Children.
The biggest show on the radio.
Mase and Ireland, you guys are clowns.
Screw you, Josh.
Damn.
Mason and Ireland on 710.
Mase and Ireland are clowns. That's going to be a drop for a long time.
Why not?
Back to the guys.
Oh, look. Should have stayed. Should have stayed down there.
Hey, since you're playing the chart, do you have something to read?
I was going to say, no, go ahead.
I wanted to at least mention the death of Billy Ray Smith, who Mase and I both worked with. He died yesterday. He was Cappy's partner for a long time, almost 20 years.
That was a great team. That was a great broadcast team.
I did a show with Billy Ray for 3 years. It was funny. Mason and I, the geniuses at Fox Sports Radio at the time, split Mason and I up.
Yeah,
I did the mornings with Billy Ray and Jim Mora, and Mase did the afternoons with Jim Lampley.
Yep.
And we did that for about 3 years, and Billy Ray was just a great guy.
Yeah, great guy.
I mean,
Really
great
nice
personality, great on the air, really good player, All-American at Arkansas, first-round draft pick of the Chargers.
Great Charger.
He passed away yesterday from CTE-induced dementia, and it was a really sad way to end his life. But what a life he had!
Yeah, what a life!
And we're thinking about Kimberly. He married a news anchor, Kimberly Hunt, down there, and they have a daughter. And we're thinking about them and Cappy and all of his loved ones. Just hail fellow well-met to Billy Ray Smith. Really good dude.
Yeah.
Really good dude.
No question. All right, so Chargers. John, it must be hard to be the Chargers in Los Angeles, don't you think?
Why? Because it's kind of like being the Angels in Los Angeles?
Correct. Now, Kay Adams interviewed, I think it's Dan Henley. Dan Henley. And I want you to listen to this exchange.
How irritating is it if you're a human being that it's Rams, SoFi, February, Valentine's, and it's not you guys? How irritating is that, the whole SoFi home back, Super Bowl's here? That could be y'all.
I don't find it
that
to
could be y'all v them.
I don't find it to be irritating, because at the end of the day, you just got to show people what it really is. And we get those opportunities, and we get that opportunity this year. We get to play in SoFi versus them guys over there, and it doesn't matter what they say. It matters what happens right there.
Aren't you a Crenshaw High School cat?
I mean, yes.
So Battle of LA means nothing to you?
It means everything to me. But at the end of the day, the day's got to end.
Yeah, that's right.
At the end of the day,
the day's got to end.
So that guy spells his name Daiyan. BC, do you know how to pronounce it?
Yeah, Dayon.
Dayon.
We're in LA.
So, yeah, we're in LA. So it must be weird to be the Chargers, right? You play in that stadium.
Sure.
The other team always floods in every case, right? BC, you've been to those
less
games.
and less every year. I will say,
less and less?
I've gone to the games the last
And by the way,
years.
guys, I know people don't always believe me, but I'm telling you, the number 2 team in LA is the Raiders.
Yeah.
Not the Chargers.
Yeah.
Even though the Chargers play here.
We're number 3.
There are still millions of Raider fans in Southern California. So but
is there any way that they can entrench themselves in a meaningful way in the city other than winning the Super Bowl?
No. They Brian, you agree with that, right? They have to win it.
Especially
and they
since
probably
it's
have to
in
win
LA
more
this year.
than one.
Right. I mean, if they win one in LA, that would be huge.
Could you imagine
That'd go a long
Rams
way.
Chargers in the Super Bowl? That'd be insane.
I'd love it.
Yeah, that'd be insane.
If Rams Chargers go in the Super Bowl, we got to recreate what we did like 25 years ago when we stayed on the air for 24 hours.
Oh, yeah. 24-hour pregame.
You guys have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, that would be the time to bring that back.
You know who we need for a 24-hour pregame show? We need Emily. You willing to produce it? If it's any other day. All right, so this is interesting. Speaking of the Chargers, Jim Harbaugh and Mike McDaniel on the practice field, and Mike McDaniel was mic'd up. Listen to this.
Coach, you feel the juice, Coach? You feel the juice?
We just got too many ball guys.
You can't help yourself.
It's awesome, man. It's awesome. Look at us run to the line of scrimmage.
I think of it like all the investment that's been made.
Right.
You know? It's like putting money in the bank. Now it's time to start withdrawing.
I've never wanted training camp to start more.
Never wanted training camp to start more.
Well, and I hope Jim Harbaugh has given the keys to Mike McDaniel and said, you just run the offense.
Brian, what do you think about Mike McDaniel? Do you think he will make a difference on this team?
Oh, 1,000%. I think just the way he is and his attitude, his demeanor, first of all, meshes so well with Harbaugh. You can kind of see them, who's going to have the funnier line going back and forth.
Right.
It's kind of got like a little
I'll take the guy who's vaping.
right, yeah. I think it's going to unlock the offense.
By the way,
here.
he's worked a lot with Herbert, footwork and all that kind of stuff during the offseason. So, yeah, I mean, I think that he is going to produce. I still think the Raiders will wind up with a better record than the Chargers.
Crazy.
Jordan Rodriguez disagreed with you.
She did.
Yeah,
well, that's okay.
you're nuts.
Everybody
That's
disagreed
not
with me
happening.
last year about the Bears. Everybody said, who are they going to beat? I'm like, they're going to beat everybody, and they did.
You're right. You didn't get enough credit for that Bears thing, but did you ask Vinny, who he's been covering the Raiders for years, did you ask him who he thinks is going to win more games?
He does think they're moving in the right direction, I think is what Vinny said, and he likes Clint Kubiak as a hire as head coach. I think he is the best head coach they've had in a long time.
Pete Carroll?
Yeah,
Pete Carroll.
Yes, I got to admit, when Pete Carroll got hired, I liked that idea.
Me too. I was excited about it. I'm like, yeah, Pete. Go Pete!
Like a steady hand behind
the
wheel.
I got to stop signing off on Raider coaches. When John Gruden got hired, I liked it.
Right, but this guy I think you're going to be really happy with. This guy, I really do think, look what he did in San Francisco, look what he did in Seattle last year.
Yeah.
I think he's an excellent offensive coordinator. You know who he is? He's Ben Johnson.
Hope so.
That's what they're looking for. They're looking for the next Ben Johnson.
And I will say he got a lot more out of Darnold than anybody else has. You know, you're getting a lot out of Donald was a guy who, in the right circumstances, seemingly could go and be an A quarterback.
Yeah, I'm still fascinated. We talked about this a couple of days ago. I'm still fascinated by the Sam Darnold dynamic.
Okay.
That we all agreed, we did it in Super Crosstalk, we all agreed that there are at least 10 quarterbacks we would take before Darnold. And yet, Mase, 2 years ago in Minnesota, he was 14-3. And then he did it again with Seattle and led him all the way to the Super Bowl.
Right.
What else does Sam Darnold need to do to earn the respect he probably deserves? Because right now, we did it the other day. We did that exercise. We all came up, there were 4 of us. We all came up with 10 quarterbacks we would take before Darnold.
Okay.
What would he have to do to move up on that?
I think part of the reason is the wonky numbers, right? Like, last year he had the 19th best quarterback rating. Now, numbers aren't everything.
Right.
But that's 18 quarterbacks who, at least analytically, perform better than Sam Darnold.
But
now,
you know
he
what
performed
he does?
great in the big moments.
He wins.
Yeah, he wins.
I think it's a very similar argument that people have against Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is in the top 6 of the quarterbacks you might want to take, even though he's won a Super Bowl. He's been a Super Bowl MVP. But both of them seem to be offensive coordinator reliant. They have to have the perfect offensive coordinator with them that gets their deal out of them, or else they can't make something out of nothing.
Right.
If they're in the right place, right time, they can do the most with it. I feel like Jared Goff is probably in the same similar situation, but I think Jalen Hurts and Sam Darnold have a lot in common in that respect.
Right.
Let me ask you this.
Purdy is a parallel for Sam Darnold.
Well, but here's the weird thing. Mace, honest answer. Who, if you had to take one of these two guys moving forward, Jared Goff or Sam Darnold? I think I'm taking Goff.
I think I'm taking Goff as well.
Emily?
Darnold because of age, maybe?
It's a very close call.
Yeah.
But here's the weird thing. Jared Goff hasn't won at the level Sam Darnold's won at.
No.
Yet we just dismiss it because, Darnold had all those struggling years where he was a backup and he burned out in New York and Carolina and San Francisco but he seems to have figured it out. But yet nobody's giving him credit for it.
And Goff only had the one bad year, and then he got Sean McVay, and everything turned around.
Yeah, I think if you were to give Darnold a letter grade, I would give him a B+. He's not a mess. I would not give him an A.
He was an A last year.
I would not give him an A.
I'd give him an A for the last 2 years.
I've seen him rattled.
Yeah. I'd give him an A for the last 2 years. Before that, a lot of bad grades.
Rams tried to rattle him, and were unsuccessful this past year because the Seahawks beat them both times and came back. The Seahawks came back and beat them both times.
True. Sam Darnold, look, I think he's a very good quarterback. I'll be interested to see how he performs without Clint Kubiak, who's been his quarterback coach both in San Francisco and Seattle. So we'll find out about that. But I think he's a very solid quarterback you can win with. I just think Seattle's defense was the reason they played so well last year.
They came back from down 17. That has to have a little offense.
Oh, yeah.
Involved in
They
that.
do. They do.
But hey, Mace, you know what today is?
Today is it when?
Is it
Thursday?
Cosm Ticket Thursday?
Thank you. Yeah, it is Cosm Ticket Thursday.
What are we giving away?
Listen all day long for your chance to win tickets to experience Cosm. See why it's the most immersive way to watch sports and entertainment. Feel like you're right in the middle of the action with Cosm's shared reality experience. Visit Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Cosm.com.
Mace, you know what else today is? Jacob Day. He's coming in today.
He was on yesterday, too.
He was at
From
was he at
Rams Camp. Yeah, they did the big Chalk Talk event with Sean McVay yesterday.
And I think, are we not letting a listener play with Jacob today in Game of Games?
We're going to have a special giveaway. It's going to be, he's giving away tickets to the LAFC game between LAFC and New York Red Bulls. That's going to be a great game. So pay close attention later in the show. We're going to have a solicit, and you might get to be Jacob's phone a friend for Game of Games.
Nice. In the meantime, if you have a legal issue, no matter what it is, you got to call Jacob. It's an easy number to remember, 800-345-6789. 800-345-6789. And this is in any type of an accident you get in, any type of legal. Mase, you've done this yourself.
I've done this myself. I called him from the scene of the accident. Maybe you've got a bike accident, scooter accident, car accident, commercial vehicle hits you, Uber, Lyft accident. Each one has their own issues, and Jacob will guide you through the whole thing. And by the way, you can talk to him for free, get a no-obligation case review, and you don't pay Jacob unless he wins. 800-345-6789. He's a friend of ours. You can trust him. 800-345-6789 or visit calljacob.com. Mase and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
To be honest, I never really believed Philadelphia was in on this.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
But when you think about LeBron, who was just at this Fanatics Fest, and you think about Michael Rubin, who owns Fanatics, and you think about he is a very passionate 76ers fan, lifelong Philadelphia guy, I guess I could see where maybe the recruiting side of things could have gotten to LeBron. And Rich Paul said he's not chasing rings. I would ask you guys this question. Do you think he has a better chance of winning a ring in the next 2 years in Philly, Golden State, Miami, or Cleveland, going to the East, being in the easier of the two conferences, and having a chance to play more national TV games just because of timing? I'm surprised, but yet I'm rationalizing it all at the same time.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
Head to Waba Grill for $5 happy hour. Weekdays starting at 2 p.m. Choose from 5-piece dumplings original or chili crisp or a spicy boom boom taco. Pair with your favorite premium beverage, including our new strawberry watermelon lemonade refresher. Both for just $5 only at Waba Grill.
Hey, LA, it's Bethel Duran, and let me tell you about the summer deals that are sizzling right now at Northridge and Wonders Toyota. How about a brand new 2026 Tacoma for just $259 a month for 36 months plus tax? $259 for a brand new Toyota Tacoma? It's got to be Northridge and Wonders Toyota.
Lease based on 2026 Tacoma model 7146. Total SRP $39,199. Lease and purchase amount of $29,007. $49.99 due at signing includes first month's payment and $750 acquisition fee. Security deposit may be required on approved credit. Tax, title, license are extra. Excludes dealer dock fee of $80. Offer ends 7/31/2026.
Looking for a vodka with standards? Blue Ice delivers. American made from Idaho potatoes, gluten-free, non-GMO, and only 64 calories an ounce. Enjoy the classic Huckleberry with lemonade or award-winning double espresso. Blue Ice vodka, premium taste, nothing extra.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 five-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Oh, it's Icebreakers time. Oh, right. That's right. The big voice guy.
Listen to Mason and Ireland. Weekdays noon to 3 on ESPN LA.
Exactly right. Time for Icebreakers on Mason and Ireland. Icebreakers made possible by Blue Ice Vodka. Your fit-friendly vodka. With no sugar added, 64 calories an ounce, and keto-friendly. Let's do it. Icebreakers. Presented by Blue Ice Vodka on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, producer Emily.
All right, John, you just about locked up the month. We have 2 more days
Did Andy win yesterday?
Andy did not win, but technically, if Mason guesses on 20 today and tomorrow, he could win. Mason did win yesterday.
Okay, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it.
Okay. But yes, John, you have 54. Others have 34, and others are done for the month. You guys won't have any fill-ins the rest of the month. And then Mace has 28.
Okay.
And Brian has 6.
Okay.
Here we go.
I'm going to guess a new one.
For 20 points, I was born in 1974. I speak 3 languages: Spanish, Italian, and English.
Okay.
Mace, what's your guess?
Okay. I am going to say Anne Hathaway.
Incorrect.
Oh.
She has been an icebreaker before, and I try not to double up, so it is not Anne Hathaway.
Oh, damn. Okay.
But
I'm out.
good try.
I'm out for the month.
All right, so up to John and Brian.
Oh, yeah, okay.
For 18
what were
points.
the three languages? Italian, Spanish, and English?
Yes.
Okay.
For 18 points, I have dated 2 men who have been named Sexiest Man Alive by People magazine. So woman is a good guess.
Yes.
Yeah,
I was not. I was
I don't
kind
know.
of in the right direction, probably. Yeah.
Okay, 16. For 16 points. I grew up in a province of Madrid, Spain. And when I was young, I studied classical ballet at Spain's National Conservatory. And I became interested in acting after seeing Pedro Almodovar's Tie Me Up, Tie Me Down.
Yeah, damn it. This is a good one.
This, I can't believe Mason didn't get this.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
This
first
is
one,
Mason's girl,
Yeah,
right?
this is my girl. I
Ireland,
love
I'll
her.
guess.
Go ahead.
I'm pretty sure this is
It's
Penelope
gotta be
Cruz.
It is Penelope Cruz.
I
Mace!
have always loved
She
Penelope.
tried to hand it to you.
Always loved Penelope.
See, you asked for easies, and I
Well,
tried to
but I
give you
had
an
to guess
easy.
on one.
I know,
was
I
not
know.
totally far off.
I know
was
you
in the
were.
right category.
You were absolutely not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
John.
That's 16 for you, John.
Icebreakers.
Is brought to you by Blue Ice Vodka. I'm up here in Idaho. Blue Ice is made in Idaho from Idaho potatoes. That's the difference between Blue Ice and every other vodka. Most vodkas are made from corn. Blue Ice is made from potatoes. Check it out today. Their largest potato vodka, double gold rated, is just 64 calories an ounce. Blue Ice, premium taste, nothing extra.
All right. Let me see. Oh, your neighbor. Wow. He went in.
Yeah,
on
I've never
Michael
heard.
Barty.
Okay, so here's what we're talking about. Bruce Feldman, who I think is the best college football reporter in the country.
He's excellent.
He has a podcast on Audible. He works for Fox Sports. He writes for The Athletic. Bruce is all over the place. Bruce is always super well researched, very fair. He's not a throw stuff on the wall and see what sticks guy.
Yep.
He just doesn't criticize people that don't deserve to be criticized.
Sure.
So listen to what Mike Lombardi was put on administrative leave from the University of North Carolina. He's the highest paid football general manager in the country. Makes over $2 million a year. Does he make 1.5 or 2.5, Mace? I can't remember. He's the highest paid GM.
He's the highest paid GM, yeah.
And they put him on administrative leave, and Bruce did not hold back on what he thinks of Mike Lombardi. This was Bruce on the Audible podcast.
He is, without question, the worst general manager in college sports.
Also
it's
the
not
highest
even
paid.
Close. Yeah, I don't know if he's still the highest paid, but he was making 1.5.
I think as far, unless we missed something, his 1.5 million, something that wasn't announced, we still believe that he is the highest paid.
He should be getting his paycheck with a ski mask on. I'm sorry. This is such a staggering amount of ineptitude in the job he's had for Bill Belichick, right? And I go back to the big story we did last year, and he was a focal point of it. It's the arrogance. It's the abrasiveness. I mean, there's a lot of qualities that have rubbed people the wrong way for a long time.
Wow.
That's as hard as I've ever heard.
He should get
Bruce
his check
go.
while he's wearing a ski mask.
Yeah,
Love
and
that.
let me mention that other voice you heard was Ralph Russo. Bruce does a podcast with Ralph on Audible, and I've never heard him. Have you ever heard him light anybody up like that?
No, never. Bruce is a very measured guy. He's very measured.
Well, he's fair.
He's not a flamethrower.
Mike Lombardi has had to be a real jerk to people for Bruce to come on the air and say that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Lombardi survives this. I don't know what the complaint is. They're letting out very little details about it. But, Mace, you can make the argument if he's the highest paid GM, they were 4-8 last year.
Yeah.
He should just be fired for incompetence.
Yeah.
Regardless of what his other issues are.
And what's interesting is what is happening at UNC? So they get Bill Belichick, and he is, at the time, he's going to college and he's going to maybe turn around UNC. Turns into being a big nothing burger. They just hired Michael Malone out of the NBA. And I'm sure Michael Malone is getting paid a pretty penny to coach their college basketball team.
Right.
So for all we know, that could flame out as well because you're taking somebody else who doesn't have any experience in the college sports and putting them into that. Like, what is UNC doing?
I know this is going to sound strange, Em. I have more confidence in Mike Malone than I do in Bill Belichick. I just think Mike Malone knows what he's doing. And not that Bill doesn't, but Bill is a my way or the highway guy. I think Mike is going to be more open-minded.
But I felt like the criticism of Michael Malone was just that he wasn't open-minded, that he was pretty strict on these guys.
But you can do that at the collegiate level.
As a matter of fact, it's easier.
Yeah, I mean you can coach like that more at the
maybe not in the
level.
NIL era.
Yeah, I mean
that's fair.
Obviously, we are going to find out. Yeah, and those guys are very well paid. But the UNC thing is just a disaster.
But
for Bill
John,
Belichick.
don't have Michael know that you called him Mike. He does not like that.
Oh yeah, he does hate that.
He corrected a sideline reporter on that.
Yikes.
I think it was Cassidy Hubbard, who we like a lot.
Yeah.
Cassidy called him Mike once, and he goes, "It's Michael."
Ooh.
Yeah.
Just
so
like
I
it's
apologize to Michael Malone.
That's like, don't call me Steve. I hate being called Steve.
But yeah,
I don't know anybody who calls you Steve.
Yeah, I mean, I like Mason or I like Mace. I don't like Steve.
But yet you've done Matt Stafford before, haven't you?
Matt Stafford. No, I always.
Well,
call
I
him
know
Matthew.
Kelly only calls him Matthew.
I call
Kelly
her Kel.
wants all of us to call him by his full name, Matthew.
Annie Trudell refers to Mike as Michael.
Oh, right.
And only Michael.
Yeah.
But I always just call him Mike. Mike doesn't care.
Yeah. I want to play one more thing here before we go to
sure.
Sports Graffiti. This is something you sent by today, and I don't understand it.
I don't either. I'm glad you're going to play it, though, because if maybe Brian or Emily can understand
and maybe somebody on Sports Graffiti will understand it, too.
Yeah.
Here is the world's first trillionaire, Elon Musk.
And we should set this up a little bit, Mace. He did an interview with The Economist.
Yeah.
And you'll hear him say he doesn't think in 10 years we're going to need money anymore. But I don't understand his point. Here he is.
Money won't matter in 2036.
I'm not sure that the people who bought your shares think that money won't matter in 2036.
Well, what do you want money for? You want money for goods and services, right? You want money for, obviously, food, housing, transport, entertainment. Well, if that is so abundant that there's more, that the robots and AI are providing more goods and services than any human could possibly consume, what do you need money for in that case?
I just don't understand that.
Well, you need money for everything he described,
right?
Don't
Goods
you?
and services.
Yeah.
Buy the robot that gives you all this stuff.
He said one of the things he mentioned was transportation. Let's say, like, Mace convinced me to try a Waymo.
Yeah.
And I really liked it.
But
and
it's
I
not
think that's
free.
Right, but we paid for that. I think you had an account and you paid for it.
Even public transportation, which is either relatively cheap or free, is also paid for by taxes, which is paid for when you earn money from the jobs you work. He is describing, though, the world in Wall-E that the people are living in, where you have the robots that do everything for you. You sit in your chair, you eat your big sodas, you eat your food,
But wait,
and you float around the world.
Those people in Wall-E didn't have to pay for those things?
I didn't get into the infrastructure of if they did
I
or
didn't
not.
see any transactions during Wall-E.
Yeah, it might
Brian,
just be
do you
to pay with their
understand
blood.
his point, Elon Musk's point?
No, not at all. I just think it's also kind of funny coming from the richest man in the world.
Right,
saying,
yeah.
"You
The
don't
guy
need
will
money."
never have money.
Sure.
He's never had to think about
You know
money.
what? We're not going to have any money because he's going to have all of it.
Exactly.
I think that's the way things are going.
And Mace, without going like uber political, isn't what he is describing somewhat like communism?
I don't know if it's like it's like
if we lived in a world where we didn't have to pay for goods and services and transportation and everything else, isn't that like the genesis of communism?
Well, no, it's that the taxes is used by the government to be able to provide for all of that. It's not that money doesn't exist.
But that would be I think that would be a communist government.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's but he's talking about robots and AI.
He's talking about us not being important. Not that money isn't important, but that human beings are important because robots are doing everything for us.
Yeah.
Shout out Elon. He's always making the great points,
making
right, guys?
weird points. Yeah. All right. 877.
Maybe one of the callers understands it because I don't.
If you get it, 877-710 ESPN. Also, do you care that the Clippers circumvented the salary cap and why has it taken so long to penalize them? Who will wind up being the third receiver for the Rams? Are you worried about Alaric Jackson? Are you getting those Aaron Donald vibes? Did the Dodgers make that deal for Tarik Skubal? Keep him away from Milwaukee, and, of course, money disappearing. 877-710 ESPN. We will get you on the show next. Mase and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
Matthew Stafford joining us here on DeMarco and Trav, the afternoon show.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
You got your weapons on your side of the ball. You look across and you see a guy like Myles Garrett all of a sudden. Take me through what it's like when you know you have a game wrecker like that on the other side. Like, how do you go through your process of knowing where he is and try to do the best you can to stay the hell away from him?
Yeah, when we played him a couple years ago, it was every single play is where is 95? Are we good to run the play? Are we not good to run the play? And that puts a lot of stress on everybody, right? And then the ball snap, you physically got to go deal with the guy, So it's a chess match, and then it's also just a physical battle. And we're doing everything we can to try to give him looks that he's going to get in the season. We're not just sitting there with an open side tackle and saying, "Hey man, rush the tackle all you want. This is what teams are going to do." He knows better than that. We know better than that. And so just trying to again raise the floor, make everybody better football players. And if we do that, I think we'll like the result.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and live on YouTube.
The bikini debuted in July of 1948. Coincidentally, that's the last time I felt ready to wear one. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
Appetite for Destruction plays the music of Guns N' Roses. Poolside playback, August 13th.
Number 2.
Summertime is pool time. Rent a casino with a private pool.
And the number 1 reason.
Don't pay high prices for gas. Morongo's Travel Center prices are the lowest priced gas around.
Morongo, good times.
Guys, Pizza Hut takes me back old school. Birthday parties, Little League, Friday nights, there was always something special about the Hut. Now, celebrate again with Pizza Hut's new throwback value menu. Iconic favorites like a personal pan pizza, breadsticks, and a 2-liter soda starting at just $4. Feed the family with the original stuffed crust pizza, $11.99 for a 1-topping medium. Try new additions like triple cheese, mac and gooey s'mores sticks. Go to pizzahut.com or order now on the Pizza Hut app.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
And yes, it's sports graffiti time. 1 o'clock in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mase and Ireland. And of course, on Sports Graffiti, we take your calls. And if you're calling into 877-710-ESPN and you're calling into LA's mega sports station, ESPN LA, you're calling in on the Hard Rock Hotline. The Hard Rock Hotline, made possible by Hard Rock Casino Tajon. Bringing you Sports Graffiti today.
Experience gaming, dining, and live entertainment at the easiest drive from downtown LA. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You get to talk to Mase and Ireland during Sports Graffiti, and we know everybody loves Mase and Ireland. Let's do it. Sports Graffiti time. Take it away, Mase.
All right, here we go. The Hard Rock Hotline, brought to you by Hard Rock Casino Tajon, is officially open. Got 2 lines open, 877-710-ESPN. Why don't we start with Jay in Santa Ana? Jay, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
All's good.
Hey, so the whole point with Elon, the whole thing is, right, we pay people for those goods and services, right?
Right.
I think the whole thing is he's saying in the future, people aren't going to need to do the work. We got AI, we got robots. They're all creating each other. If we're not having to pay robots, then everything's going to be available for us. If we don't have to pay for those services, it's all going to be available.
So let's say I want to take an Uber, and it's a Waymo, it's a driverless car, to Mason's house. That would be free?
Well, I think currently, we have to pay for that eventually, but now we're not at that point where everything is AI and robots.
Right.
So is Waymo all robots, though? Like the company that runs Waymo, is that all robots? So all the money that is spent to book the Waymo is all robots as well?
Yes.
So money doesn't matter.
What he's saying is eventually it will get to that point.
I think
but not in 10 years.
But by the way, I think, too, none of us, a lot of us won't have jobs, won't have to work anymore. That's what everybody says. Like in 10 years, nobody's going to have to work.
Which means that no one has
everything's
money
going to be done by
housing
AI and robots.
Yeah, so I don't have to pay rent. I don't have to pay a mortgage.
I don't know.
So
He's got $1 trillion.
In this
what
case.
does he care? 877-710-ESPN. How about Daniel in Century City? Daniel, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's up, man?
Yeah, I think the last caller was essentially exactly right. I think Elon's point is the cost of production is going to come down to basically near zero because there's no human investment And for housing, for example, the AI and robots will design the house. You'll have no architect. You'll have a robot doing it. They'll actually manufacture the building materials you'll need, and they'll probably assemble the house. When you get to that point, human labor is out of it. The cost of the housing becomes so cheap that money becomes irrelevant.
But it still would cost something. They're not. I just can't walk into a free house, right?
Sure, but I think the point is that everyone is going to have enough money to be able to obtain those things. So whether you can buy 1,000 houses or one house is irrelevant because they're going to be so cheap that everyone's going to have enough money to purchase those goods. So
all right. I don't know if that's
not
good
what
or
he
bad.
said,
I don't know
though.
if that's good or bad.
And he said money. He said money will be irrelevant in 2036.
Yeah.
We're still going to need money.
Yeah, I don't. Steve is on line 7. Hey, Steve, you're on Sports Graffiti. What are you doing, man?
Oh, sitting in traffic on the freeway.
I feel you. What freeway you on?
The 10 coming in the IE.
Yeah. So what's on your mind?
So do you know why nobody cares about the Clippers and and Kawhi?
Yeah, explain it to us because
They
we don't understand why one team would be allowed to circumvent the salary cap and all the others wouldn't care.
They haven't won anything. They're not going to win anything. If they were winning, then it'd be a different story. They haven't won anything.
It's true. They haven't won anything. By the way, I just cheat better.
But
if you're going to cheat,
the first
cheat
time
better.
the Astros won the World Series, they hadn't won anything.
That is true. That is true. Now they fired people over that incident.
Yeah, true.
And I mean, nobody's been fired here. At least not yet.
I mean, Ramona was on the NBA Today, and she said this on the broadcast that the Toronto Raptors have zero indication they want to back out of the Kawhi Leonard trade.
Interesting.
So they're just going to be in limbo, I guess, or take those consequences.
Yeah,
they didn't
limbo
even do.
all summer long or into 2027. I don't know. Let's
They may be able to lower the price. Yeah.
Let's go to Kenny in Pasadena. Kenny, you're on Sports Graffiti. What are you doing, man?
I'm calling in because I'm a little confused on this Summer Schwanz thing. From what I understand, Schwanz is Yiddish slang for the male genitalia. So
it is.
The Summer Schwanz is a summer of penis.
Yeah, it's
you realize it's coming from the mind of Morales, so that's probably exactly what it is.
Yeah, I have no idea what it means. Well, I know what the word schwanz means, but I have no idea why it's the Bergman. You work on your summer of schwanz. What the? He's just waving his arms around.
Yeah, it's everything.
All right, at 1:30, it's everything. We'll talk about it at 1:30 when you do your Boys in Blue report. Let's go to Perry in Bakersfield. Hey, Perry, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's happening?
Hey, guys, I have two things. One, I know you guys like TV shows. Mace, you love traders. If you haven't seen it, you've got to watch The $1 Million Secret on Netflix.
Give me the pitch.
So good.
What's the elevator pitch?
Well, basically, it's just like traders where you have everyone go in there, but there's one person when they go to the room and they have the chest $1 million, and they have to try to act like they don't have it. And if someone gets caught, then it moves to the next person. Your goal is to have the $1 million at the end.
Are there celebrities?
Are they famous people or are they regular people?
They're not celebrities. You do have a mix of some people that might be on shows, but it's just people trying to get $1 million and actually want it, so they're going all in.
I will give that a go. I will. I like that. I love traders. So yeah, if you can, Greg, you saw it. Greg's like, I watched a new show last night called Maximum Pleasure Guaranteed. That is crazy. It's this.
What network is that on?
That is on Apple. A lot of good shows on Apple right now. That one is about. Did you watch it, Em?
I couldn't hear you. What
Okay, Maximum Pleasure Guaranteed.
Oh, I want to watch it. Haven't watched it yet.
It's about a woman who starts a sex
a cam business.
Business. Talks to a guy in a cam, and then somehow winds up getting scammed by the whole thing. It's interesting. The other show I really like is called Lucky, starring Anya Taylor-Joy, which is also on Apple. Excellent show. Let's go to Patrick in L.A. Hey, Patrick, what's up?
Hey, fellas. Yeah, good to talk to you. Thank you. Okay. Elon Musk is a complete idiot. These predictions. Now, think about it. These predictions were happening back in the 50s with automation coming online back in the day.
Internet,
computers and automation. Back in the 50s, they were predicting back in the 50s that people would be in flying cars, that people would have so much leisure time, that leisure time would be occupying the majority of what we're doing because of the way the system was set up. Now, if the system had continued operating the way it was, that probably would have occurred. However, adjustments in the way the economy ran have funneled all of the profits to the companies. It's complete nonsense.
Okay.
If any adjustment happens again, it'll again happen toward funneling the profits toward the companies and toward company executives,
right?
Not to the people.
Okay, Patrick, what's interesting about this is I guess it won't matter if you're rich anymore. Like Elon Musk will be just like the rest of us. You don't need money, so what's the point of having $1 trillion?
I don't think he's ever going to let that happen.
No,
I still don't understand his point.
Let's try one more.
Because he doesn't have one.
Tony in Ontario definitely understands. Hey, Tony, you're on Sports Graffiti. We're counting on you.
I definitely understand. It's a no-brainer whatsoever. Okay? Here's the whole deal with Elon. It's a passive and maybe illegal way to convert your dollars into his crypto coin.
So you think this is about crypto?
I think it's about crypto. It's about getting you to convert your dollars into crypto. That will be an cryptocurrency, and get rid of your dollars.
Because then that's what the robots can do, because they have the online.
So we'll have crypto instead of dollars, is what he's saying. I'm off of crypto. I know everybody else is like on meme coins and all that stuff.
Who's everybody?
People around,
men?
people talking. Yeah, men. And they've all got money in crypto, and now you can do it on like Robinhood and all these personal apps. It's like you shouldn't be able to trade in and out of BS coin or whatever the hell people are buying. I'm not a believer in crypto anymore, John. Bitcoin, I think, is for real. The rest of it, I think, is made up.
Yeah, I'd never adopted any of it.
Yeah.
John Oliver has a really great piece on this week. You can go check it out yourself.
Oh, okay, good. Was it Sunday?
Yeah, this past Sunday.
All right, good. Let me get one more in here. Let's go to Dave in Culver City. Hey, Dave, you're on Sports Graffiti. What are you doing? Hey, Dave.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Two quick things before Lakers, and I got a quick question about that Tampa Bay linebacker. Any news on Rams obtaining him?
Vita Vea.
And by the way, Mace, he's a down lineman, isn't he?
He's a nose tackle.
Yeah,
nose tackle. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think it's going to happen. If you're creating room for Aaron Donald under your salary cap or your salary structure, I don't know how you add Vita Vea as well. And I think Aaron Donald is coming. So given a choice, Vita Vea or Aaron Donald, I will take Aaron Donald every day of the week. What was your next question, Dave?
About the Lakers, Vanderbilt and Connect. I think we're having a hard time moving them, but I think at this point we should keep them. And with Vanderbilt, I mean, I know he's not an offensive threat at all, but we have offense. He plays great defense. And then Connect, we drafted him because he was a shooter. I say give him a few more minutes, maybe increase his value before the trade deadline, and keep these guys, rather than just giving them away.
All right. John, I don't think JJ, from looking at it last year, trusted Jared Vanderbilt. I don't think
Dalton Connect.
Or Dalton Connect. So, I mean, I think it's really tough, and I know they're trying to package things together to maybe get Jonathan Kuminga. In fact, I'll drop this in there right now.
Kuminga, the Lakers and Cavaliers, I'm told, are continuing a pretty active pursuit for Jonathan Kuminga to bring him in. He represents a high-level potential starting caliber player for both of these teams. But whatever deal could happen will likely be a sign and trade. So that's where both the Lakers and Cavs would need the Hawks to work with them on a Kuminga deal. And they would also have to get Kuminga on the same page with them.
Yeah, I mean, the tough thing is coming up with the sign and trade, because Dalton Connect is not a sought-after asset, and neither is Jared Vanderbilt. The Lakers do have a couple of second-rounders. They've got a pick swap
let me ask you this,
operate with, too.
I'm under the impression that if they do a sign-and-trade, the minimum contract is 3 years. Do you want Jonathan Kuminga for 3 years?
The minimum is 3 years?
Yeah, if you do a sign-and-trade. If you just sign him as a free agent, you could do 1 year if you want.
Wow, 3 years of Jonathan Kuminga. He's been so sketchy.
Right.
But I don't see who the fifth starter is on this roster right now.
And I don't think that he's received the offer he's looking for yet either.
Yeah.
So a lot could change between now and when the season starts.
I feel obviously Luka Austin, Walker Kessler, Gimmies, Marcus Grimes is sort of going to be a point of attack defender. That last starter, I don't know who that fifth starter is right now. I mean, maybe it's
you and everybody else.
Yeah, I mean, it's maybe it's Jake LaRavia. Maybe he's the guy. He always works hard out there. You can get 82 games out of Jake LaRavia. Maybe he's the workman-like guy
attendance.
you need in there. Yeah, perfect attendance. Exactly.
And by the way, I think you said Marcus Grimes. His name is Quentin Grimes.
Oh, Quentin Grimes. Is there a Marcus Grimes?
Probably.
Well, there was a Marcus Smart last year on the team.
Oh,
now there was a
combined
Quentin Grimes
Marcus,
this year.
Let's hope. Let's hope Quentin Grimes is as good as Marcus Smart as a point of attack defender. Coming up next for you, Greg Bergman. Going to pop in here with the Boys in Blue report. Want to remind you the Hard Rock Hotline is brought to you by Hard Rock Casino Tejon. Experience gaming, dining, and live entertainment at the easiest drive from downtown L.A. Got to be 21. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Mase and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, if you listen to the station, both Morales and I installed a Life Source whole house water system into our respective houses, and we love it. That's why we do a happy dance when we get done taking a shower and then suck on the tap. Water that's loaded with chlorine and other chemicals is out of our life forever. Life Source cleans and conditions the water from every tap in your house. So you're drinking, cooking, showering, and washing with healthier water every single day. Best of all, there's no salt, no regular maintenance, no changing out filters, no more worrying about harsh city water drying out your skin. Trust me on this, it is a game changer. You can call the Life Source Water California factory at 800-WATER-99 or visit lifesourcewater.com. I'll give you that again. This is how you get your Life Source home water system. You call 800-WATER-99 or visit Life Source Water. Taste and feel the difference. Warranty limitations apply. Life Source Water, lifesourcewater.com.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
Yeah, my daughter yesterday, she came home and she brought in like this giant challah. And then she made challah French
bread.
toast.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Challah French toast.
What's challah?
Like it's not like challah. It's more like challah. So it's like a Jewish style bread, like a big loaf of bread.
And the challah is a big deal for the holidays.
It's kind of like
it looks like a trenza. It looks like a trenza, but it's bread.
I was going to describe it a little differently than a trenza. I was going to describe it looks more like a football. You know, it looks like a football in a plastic bag.
Laces the football, right?
Yeah, that's right.
I got it.
She actually put Nutella on the French toast.
Bergie, that's not kosher.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't think it's not.
Did you put butter on it though?
I did put a little butter on the French toast.
Was it kosher butter?
No, I don't know. It was Lando Lakes. I don't know.
The morning show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
Welcome to Milagro Tequila, where the sun shines, good times roll, and tequila pours. Take a sip of sunshine this summer with Milagro Tequila, crafted from 100% Blue Weber agave for bright flavor and exceptional smoothness. Shake up fresh margaritas with Milagro Silver. Mix the perfect paloma with Milagro Reposado, or enjoy the rich, smooth taste of Milagro Añejo on the rocks. Find Milagro at your favorite retailer, in-store, and online. Tequila never tasted brighter. Milagro Tequila. Please enjoy responsibly.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
LAFC is on a roll with 4 straight wins. And now it's a showdown at the top of the Western Conference.
Third is gathered and it's scored again!
Sun Heung-min and Denis Bouanga are both red hot, scoring in 3 straight matches as the black and gold take on the Vancouver Whitecaps, with both clubs tied at 33 points.
Denis Bouanga is absolutely red hot.
LAFC versus the Whitecaps. Coverage begins Saturday at 4 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
I'm David Ortiz. When I lost my mom, she was only 46, and I lost my dad to cancer. It was the worst pain I ever felt. It made me think, what will happen with the people I love when my time is up? That's why I have life insurance. Ethos makes it easy. It's all online, take about 10 minutes, and you can get up to $3 million in coverage.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid testimonial. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Drip Drop is doctor-developed, proven fast hydration that helps your body and mind work better. Trusted by firefighters, medical professionals, and over 90% of top college and pro sports teams. Drip Drop is engineered to hydrate faster and more effectively than water alone, with 3 times the electrolytes of leading sports drinks. Stock up now at dripdrop.com and use promo code RADIO20 for 20% off your first order. That's dripdrop.com, promo code RADIO20.
The biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland.
They all pitch to Rojas.
Hey, this is Miguel Rojas from the Los Angeles Dodgers.
It's back. It's on its way. Out of here. Miguel Rojas.
You're listening to Mase and Ireland show.
Mason and Ireland rolls on.
Hey, Edwin Diaz returns last night. Didn't look great, but he'll work his way back into it.
Yeah, he's fine.
Ireland's in Idaho. Bergman is hanging out here. I want to start with this.
Hi, John.
We're getting many phone calls about schwanzes. Now, what makes this the summer of schwanz, and why is it misspelled?
Well, there's different ways to spell it, and also this is the way that 710 spells it because it's not what the caller was talking about.
It's missing a T.
Yeah. No, but that's what you the caller thought it was. The summer of schwanz is what you want it to be. It's everything. It's all encompassing.
That's ridiculous.
Right. What do you want the summer of schwanz to be?
I don't want any part of this schwanz business.
It's just the summer of fun. Like it's
summer
it's
fun.
Like
we'll call it summer of fun.
John, you get it, right?
I don't, but I don't get the Morales Morning Show very often, so I will leave you guys to do your own thing.
The summer of schwanz is a total mishigas.
It's all
another Yiddish term.
Exactly. These are different, but it's not the actual Yiddish term. That's why it's spelled incorrectly. It's just kind of all-encompassing. Whatever you feel
what
that
is
it should be.
Friggin' state of mind?
Yes, exactly.
That's
a state of mind.
Okay.
That is the right way to put it.
All right.
Hey, has Teoscar Hernandez ever had a better defensive play than the one he made last night, Greg?
I don't think in the history of his career has he had a better play than what he did last night. Definitely not as a Dodger. That was incredible. And we talk about his defense being horrendous all the time.
Yeah, he's not known for his range.
That was great. Well, he's also people say that he's one of the fastest on the team. He just has been injured. And now he's healthy, and he's kind of showing off that speed.
So it feels like Tarik Skubal is going to be here any minute. What do you think?
God, I think in the next 5 minutes.
Next 5 minutes?
Yeah, next 5 minutes.
Yeah, I've got my finger on the breaking news sounder
for
the moment it happens.
It could happen. Detroit also hasn't even said that they're willing to trade him
they blew a 7-run lead yesterday.
Well,
they are going nowhere.
But
he pitched good in that
game.
He
pitched great, and then they blew a 7-run lead.
He left with like a 7-3 lead or a 7-0 lead, and then gave up a couple runs because they were left on base.
Yep.
But the problem is that they gave it all up, and also Detroit then posted a picture of him waving to the crowd. The crowd gave him a standing ovation when he left.
Well.
It wasn't because of his 1,000th K. It was because he's never going to pitch for the Tigers again.
Yeah.
So he's gone. In my mind, he's completely gone.
And it sounds like Passan says either us or Milwaukee.
Yeah, God, you can't let him go to Milwaukee. And I heard what you were saying earlier, John, that to make them pay triple. I don't care what they pay. That doesn't affect anything for this year.
It is their farm
okay,
system.
So, Greg, what if, though, they insist on more than you want to give up?
Sure,
That's the problem. I would put Robleski in the deal.
I don't think it's going to require Robleski.
I don't either. But
I
think people forget when you go out and acquire a guy like Tarik Skubal, you're not getting him for nothing. You got to give up something.
But what they're looking for is young outfielders, and the Dodgers have got 6 of the top. Well, they got 9 of the top 100 players. 6 of them are outfielders.
They also want a
Would
major
you give
league.
them 2 of them?
Yeah,
I'll give them 3.
We have no room for them.
Yeah, exactly.
Give them Tibbs and Hope or DePaula. I mean, we've got multiple guys.
There's so many. They have easily 7 or 8 different guys down in AAA and AA. There's guys in AA that should be in AAA, but they're blocked by the talent that's in AAA.
I think James Tibbs would be in the majors right now.
No, he would be in most places. But so they do want a starting pitcher that's already in the major leagues. So Emmett Sheehan is probably one of the guys that go. Emmett Sheehan, by the way, does have the higher ceiling between the two of them. If you look at all the metrics and the underlying stats and all those types of things, Emmett Sheehan should be a better pitcher than Justin Wrobleski. But by the eye test,
he was an all-star this year and pitching better right now.
100%. But if you look at what he like, Emmett Sheehan should be the better pitcher. I don't think he is. I think Wrobleski's the better pitcher. But Emmett Sheehan will be if they want something, they're going to be like, give me Emmett Sheehan because that has the better metrics behind it.
Eric Lauer is a testament to just how great the Dodgers organization is. He was terrible in Toronto when they got him.
Yeah. DFA'd.
And they have fixed him. I don't know exactly what they did, but they have fixed him. He's pitched in 9 games. The Dodgers have won all 9. He's 5-0. And now I think he's probably gone. He's probably going to get shipped out because we don't have necessarily room for him.
Yeah, there just isn't room for him. And also he's a guy that in the first 2 innings is when he gives up runs.
Yes.
So early on he gives it up and then he settles down and gets through 6 innings. But in the postseason, if you put him in the bullpen, you can't give up runs early on.
Right.
So you're going to get basically your organizational depth from. Just think about the Dustin May trade from last year. You know who you got in the Dustin May trade from last year?
No.
Zach Earhart and James Tibbs III.
Yeah.
So 2 guys that you mentioned about our organizational depth in the outfield came over because of Dustin May.
Right.
So the same thing you can do with Eric Lauer this year. Trade him. Get a couple of guys in the minor leagues that people are just kind of thinking, oh, okay, they're just okay, and then make them work their magic in our minor league system.
It does sound like the stuff that's come out in the last 24 hours is encouraging about Will Smith.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's sort of getting back to baseball activities now, which is good news.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to go into the postseason without Will Smith.
No, me too.
I was with Eric Karros this week before he flew back to go do these games, and I said, how worried are you about Will Smith? He said, I think he's coming back, but he said, if it's your neck or your back, all bets are off.
Absolutely. And I think
so that's he goes, if it's your neck or your back, he said, you can be making progress, you can be doing anything you want, but your neck and your back can go at any second.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm worried about
And
Will
it's
Smith.
a disc
right
with inflammation in the neck.
Always a problem. And so, like we talked about last week, John, the trade deadline will tell you exactly what they think about Will Smith, about whether he's going to come back and he's come back full force. If they get just a random third catcher like a Ben Wortvet type, then they think he's going to be back. If they go after like a name that's something like a Hunter Goodman in Colorado
or Luis Torrens from the Mets.
Yeah, but why would they trade Goodman? He's having a monster year.
I don't think they will trade Goodman. Goodman's got 33 home runs.
I think they will trade him because they want to get something for him because they're in the.
He's a cornerstone player.
Bottom.
If I'm Colorado, terrible friend. He's a cornerstone player.
That's why they're a terrible.
But
franchise.
I mean, my God, if the Dodgers added Hunter Goodman.
Yeah, well, they're not going to. I don't think in any sense that they're going to go after him. I think between Will Smith and Dalton Rushing and even moving forward. But if they go and get somebody that actually can play in the postseason and not just some random backup, then that means there's something really, really wrong with Will Smith.
I don't know if you heard the news, but in 2036, nobody's going to need money.
I did not hear this news.
You did not hear that?
No.
Yeah,
Isn't that encouraging?
Money is canceled.
Money's canceled? What are we using? Is it just Bitcoin?
No, it's just it's all goods and services, and they're all free to everybody.
Like, explain this. If you're this is obviously some kind of joke. So let me know
it's
what's going on
it's
here.
not even a joke.
We're not going back to the barter system.
What
are we talking about?
No, we are. We're going back to the barter.
Here, this flag.
Okay, I'm going to play this.
This
one
Norway
more,
flag.
I'm going to play this one more. This is Elon Musk.
Money won't matter in 2036.
I'm not sure that the people who bought your shares think that money won't matter in 2036.
Well, what do you want money for? You want money for goods and services, right? You want money for, obviously, food, housing, transport, entertainment. Well, if that is so abundant that there's more, that the robots and AI are providing more goods and services than any human could possibly consume, what do you need money for in that case?
So he's saying there's so many robots and there's so much AI that there won't really be any jobs, and we'll live on a sort of non-cash basis.
He wants to go back in time to the barter system, and thanks, trillionaire. This is what
easy for him to say. Hey, Greg, let me ask you this.
Right.
What realistically do you think next year looks like? Like, first half of the season canceled, we missed the whole season, they come to their senses and work it out in the off season. What do you think?
So I think it's from everything you're reading, and they're not telling us everything, obviously. I think that this could be something that really, really drags out, and that's just the worst possible outcome of all of this. I really hope they come to a situation where they understand to not miss games or not miss many games. But from everything that it's reading about, it looks like this could be something that drags on for a very long time. And that's another reason to go after Skubal.
I was talking to somebody.
Mace, I think that they will miss games, don't you?
I think they will miss the first half of next season.
100%.
I think they will come back in July. I think they will resolve something in July. They're not going to cancel another World Series like they did in 1994.
Missing half a season is a disaster.
It is.
I'm with you, Greg.
But I think it's best case scenario.
Yeah, it would be.
Best case scenario is the lockout lasts until July, and right around the All-Star break, they start to play the season.
Yeah, and it just turns into like a COVID type year where they only played 60 games, and then people call it a Mickey Mouse ring and all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, which would actually that would be helpful to the Dodgers for the next season because they'd have a ton of time to get healthy, and all the older guys will be healthy, just like it kind of worked out for the Lakers that time.
Right.
Yep.
All right, Bergman, we're going to talk a little college football coming up. How you feel about the Ches?
Oh, I love him. Absolutely love him. I think he's going to completely turn this program around.
All right, so Greg, more likely to appear on Mason and Ireland first, Bob Chesney or Lincoln Riley?
You can get Bob Chesney tomorrow if you just reach
no,
out.
I've tried multiple times. They say no.
He turned you guys down?
Yeah.
Turned us down.
Who did you reach out to?
I reached out to the person.
The person?
that John gave me and the person on the website.
Yeah, the one that John knows, right?
No, he left. He works for the Chargers.
But
now.
yeah,
No, I mean,
I got to the people that are the person booking, and I've tried multiple times. And
what
they
is
have
the
said
typical
no.
excuse, Em?
They say, "Oh,
What?
he's busy that day. Oh, he's doing this."
Well-
It's just they don't like Mase and Ireland.
he does. Did you reach out to Seth?
Okay, well, we don't have to do all
No,
that.
no,
We
no.
don't have to do it on
We
it.
don't
I
have to
don't-
do it
I
on
don't
the
care.
air.
Like, why not? We do everything on air.
I still think we have a
I'll
better
text him.
chance. Mace, don't you think we have a better chance of getting the Ches than getting Lincoln
No,
Riley?
I think, we do one of those shows like we did last year at the McKay Center where we sat down with Jade Maava, Lincoln Riley, had a conversation. Is that going to happen again?
That is not on the books as of now. So, no.
I
That
don't
means
think
you're never
Lincoln
going to get
wants
Lincoln
to do
Riley.
that. I mean, like Pete Carroll and Sark and those guys wanted to
We
do
sat with Pete Carroll every Tuesday, and he did an hour.
I
Yeah,
think
that's not
Lincoln
Lincoln.
doesn't want to be bothered with. I think Lincoln thinks the media is beneath him.
He does. He's a CEO. He doesn't need to do this stuff.
Well, the media is
He's the worst.
The media is going to come after him. if he
We
doesn't win
will
this
get
year.
you Chesney. Obviously they're going to be
Nope,
going into
he hates us.
He hates the
I'm
Ches does not like
with
us.
Greg. I think we will get the Ches before we get Lincoln Riley. Make sure the other way.
Yeah, I think Lincoln's coming on any minute.
I think we'll die before we get either.
Yeah,
I think that's very possible too. Put mythical money on it.
All right, Mace, $5,000. If we get the Ches first, then I win. If we get Lincoln Riley, you win.
Okay, I'm going to go beg Katie Ryan for help.
Yeah,
All right.
that's worked in the past.
It always
What
works.
makes you think he's going to listen to Katie?
He tells Katie what he wants. And that's how that goes.
Who brings us the Boys in Blue report?
As always, it is the wonderful casino, Hard Rock Casino Tajon. It's the best place to cheer on your favorite team. The easiest drive, straight shot from downtown LA. Check them out on social for details. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
All right, coming up next for you, Lincoln Riley.
No, yeah, lies.
Talking about a great Mike Leach story. A great Mike Leach story. We'll do that coming up next. Mase and Ireland, 710 ESPN. Cosm is spectacular. Have you been there yet? Actually, I'm talking to Jeb Terry, who created Cosm for the Mason Plus podcast tonight. I'm telling you, it is the place for all your favorite summer sports. And here's the emphasis right now. You can be part of the action. Feel like you're ringside at SummerSlam 2026 in shared reality at Cosm. That is Saturday and Sunday this week. Cosm's immersive displays will surround you in the sights and the sounds of one of the WWE's biggest events and bring all those superstars to life. Every game is better at Cosm. Cinema experiences like The Matrix and Harry Potter and Cirque du Soleil, all kinds of stuff there. I'm telling you, you want to get yourself to Cosm. Go get your tickets right now at Cosm.com. That's COSM.com, Cosm.com. Mase and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
Are you the birthday day person, birthday week, birthday month? Because I've He strikes me as the birthday month.
I was going to guess the same.
Wow. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
Actually, no, not birthday month. No, I think when I was younger, I was like, oh, birthday week, because I would travel and I would celebrate for that week that I would travel. But I don't like weeks.
Take advantage. Take advantage. Who
I
cares?
don't like
If people
it.
want to do a week's worth of stuff for you,
Absolutely.
Do you do a week?
A day, barely.
Tops.
Yeah.
Barely. Trey?
Yeah.
a day.
Yay.
If I get an hour, I'm like, hell yeah, what a day.
You know what? I might get a text from the kids.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. And then Susan and I will go get something to eat. Probably.
Yeah, maybe.
That's the birthday.
I have to tell Riley, hey, it's my birthday in a couple days. Can you write me a card, please?
Something.
And that's the end. But
Yeah.
I ask for the card.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN. The all-new ESPN LA app. And live on YouTube.
The summer savings are heating up at George Chevrolet. Right now, save up to $11,000 off MSRP on select new 2026 Chevrolet Silverado 1500 models. Visit George Chevrolet off the 91 Freeway, Lakewood exit in Bellflower, and GeorgeChevy.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Total discount includes $1,000 trade-in assistance for qualified buyers who traded in a 2012 or newer vehicle, plus tax, title, license, registration, government fees, and $85 dealer dock fee. Not all customers qualify. Vehicles subject to prior sale. More than 5 available at this price. Offer ends 8/2/26. Call 866-949-4805 for details.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You play for the win, not just on game day, every day. Channel that drive into your money. Robinhood puts you in control, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
Okay, all signed up. Easy. Now let's run payroll. What the? Hey girl, I'm you with more gusto. Nice. Who's that? New social media manager, hired and onboarded with gusto. And spoiler, we're kind of famous now. Wait, we're famous? Oh, well, I'm famous. Payroll, benefits, and HR. Designed and built for small businesses. Choose a future with gusto.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
First show on the radio, and it's all I listen to all day, and every day I can't wait to listen to you guys.
That is so nice. So nice, you man.
Mason and Ireland.
These guys are a whole bunch of fools.
Back to the guys.
All right, so
every time we hear that, I hear that promo that we just ran.
Yeah.
I wonder, should we tell people that's Jay Moore?
Yeah,
Do
I
you
know.
think they know?
It's Jay Moore. Yeah, we should jump in and say, that's Jay Moore.
That's Jay Moore.
There you go. We need that. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, college football season is upon us. We are 1 month away from the USC opener versus San Jose State. Lincoln Riley was doing media day for the Big Ten this week. We got some interesting stuff. First of all, and we'll listen to this and react. Here is Lincoln Riley on how he has evolved as a coach.
I've learned a lot. This job is so unique. It's probably in a lot of ways the most unique job in our sport, and it's been great, getting here, getting boots on the ground, and trying to really figure out, all right, hey, what's going to be best for us here at USC to get this program back to where it belongs. And we've made some great strides. There's no question with the number one recruiting class, bringing in the staff that we've been able to do, compiling the roster. We just moved into our brand new football facility about 10 days ago, which is fabulous. And we're doing all the things necessary to get this thing back. And so I think that's why there's so much momentum. There's so much alignment, excitement, just at everywhere you turn about USC football. So excited for this season and what the future holds.
Ireland, you getting that vibe? This is the year vibe?
I think he's in trouble. But I hope I'm wrong, because I think the station's more fun and the city's more fun when USC is good. And I think UCLA is going to be a lot better this year because of the Ches. But, Mace, they've got to play Oregon.
Yep.
They've got to play at Indiana.
Yes.
Don't they play Ohio State this year?
Ohio State on Halloween at the Coliseum.
And here's a game nobody's talking about. Penn State has Matt Campbell as their new head coach. USC plays at Penn State.
It'll be a whiteout.
Penn State has the easiest schedule of anyone in the Big Ten. They don't play Oregon. They don't play Ohio State. I don't think they play Indiana. I think Penn State might be a sleeper game for USC because it's in Happy Valley, and we've already talked about the fact they can only lose 2.
Yeah.
Are you 100% sure they're going to beat Penn State?
No, I'm not. I need to
put
see
my
them
money
play
on Penn
before.
State.
You would put your money. I think that's a USC game they can absolutely win. I was just looking at the point spreads, the look-ahead point spreads.
Yeah.
So if you look
What
at
is it for that game, does it say?
Yeah, it's Penn State minus 8.5. So pretty heavy favorite for Penn State.
By the way, if I had to bet that game right now, I'd take USC in the points. That's too many points.
Coliseum on
it's in Happy Valley.
No, I was talking about the next game. Ohio State is at the Coliseum on Halloween. Ohio State's a 6.5-point favorite. Indiana is a 2.5-point favorite when the Trojans go to Indiana. There's one other game. They're also an underdog to Oregon, 5.5 points. So that
they've got to win 3 of those, right? Or
Yeah.
2.
They've got to win 2 of the 4.
Yeah.
To go 10-2. And 10
Not
and
impossible, but hard.
Yeah, it's hard. One thing I had forgotten about is they've got a new defensive coordinator.
Any situation, this may be the end of it for him, in terms of his career, maybe the last, kind of opportunity. And he has really met this head on. I think he has a few things left in his career that he wants to be a part of and wants to accomplish. And he knows that USC in this moment in time creates that opportunity. And, we have a lot of great years competing against one another. Hell, I grew up a high school football player in the state of Texas. I went to his camp. I mean, he was like a legend in that state. And so, to think now that we get to coach together, we get to do it at an incredible place like USC, we get to go chase championships together. Like it's kind of surreal. And then also I would just add, having that guy in the room that sat in this chair for a long time and did it as good as just about anyone, and having that expertise and that person that you can lean back on, for advice or to just bounce things back and forth off of each other. It's just been incredibly valuable for me, the head coach.
Yeah, 181-79 as the head coach at TCU, led them to 11 seasons of at least 10 wins, and he's going to run that 4-2-5 defense, which he always ran at TCU. So, that's sort of that's a big step up in terms of defensive coordinator. Big step up.
Yeah, and I like their personnel. They're good, but for whatever reason, Lincoln Riley has not been good in marquee games, in big games against ranked opponents.
Yep.
And all those opponents you mentioned, all 4 of them are going to be ranked.
Yep.
And they've got to win 2 of them.
Yep.
What's your confidence level?
Mid.
What's the best win that USC has had in Lincoln Riley's time? Is the LSU one that started that season?
Yeah, the LSU one to start the season was a good one.
Didn't turn out to be that good.
Yeah, it did not turn out to be good.
What about the Caleb year when he won the Heisman? Was there any great ones in that?
Yeah, probably. They went 11-2.
Notre Dame
But
game.
then they lost those 2 Utah games, but yes, that Notre Dame game maybe.
And they lost both in – they keep – like last year, what was the bowl game they lost? The one – who'd they play, TCU?
Yes, they lost in the last second off of the TCU had to come back.
Right.
Yeah, once you're going to no-name bowl game, I don't think it really matters.
The Michigan game last year, USC-Michigan was a big win for USC, though Michigan wasn't who it used to be.
Yeah, Michigan's over-under this year is like 7.
They beat Texas A&M. That was good. They beat Notre Dame. He's had a couple of wins, but
does USC play Michigan, Mace, this year?
No.
Okay.
They do not.
Because they've got Kyle Whittingham.
I'm sorry. No, no, that's UCLA. UCLA's at Michigan this year. Okay. UCLA, by the way, how many games do you think they're favored in?
I'm going to say 4.
A little better than that. They're 6.
Okay.
So Cal they're an underdog. San Diego State, they're a considerable favorite. Nevada, they're a big favorite. Maryland, a tight favorite. Purdue, a touchdown and a half. Michigan, they're minus 17.5. Illinois.
Wait a minute. UCLA is a 17.5-point favorite over Michigan?
Underdog. Michigan, underdog, 17.5. Illinois.
I would take UCLA in the points in that.
Illinois is favored minus 3.5. Oregon, minus 18.5. Wisconsin, minus 1.5. And, of course, USC is a minus 7.5-point favorite.
But at the end of the day, this preseason stuff doesn't matter because we were all – when USC played against LSU – we thought that was a huge win when LSU wasn't that good.
Yeah.
And so it's like we have all that's coming into it, but that's the harmful thing about preseason is that it's hard for teams that are outside the top 25 to be taken seriously if they weren't taken seriously before the preseason.
Right.
So sometimes it's preseason hype works against certain teams.
Yeah, I don't know that USC has much preseason hype. Do you think there's a lot of national preseason hype for USC? I don't get that vibe.
Not when they're in that conference. Not when they've got to play Ohio State, Indiana, and Oregon. They're the fourth or fifth best team in the Big Ten on paper. Now, papers don't decide games, but I don't think that USC is going to win the national championship this year. Maybe, but if they could make the playoff, that'd be the first time Lincoln's done it.
Yeah, I mean, I think
With
that's
USC.
the benchmark, is got to make the playoff with USC.
Right,
Yeah.
Emily, that's right. That's a fair point. He did it when he was in Oklahoma.
Okay, coming up next, Holly Rowe posted something, and I'm having the exact same experience, and I will play that Lincoln Riley clip of the really funny Mike Leach story. That's coming up next. Mase and Ireland, it's Cosm Ticket Thursday. Right now, call 877-710-ESPN. Caller number 7 gets a pair of Dome Reserve tickets to experience the NFL Hall of Fame game at Cosm. That is so cool. Watch football's first game of the season like never before in Cosm's immersive shared reality environment. For more information and tickets, visit Cosm.com or be caller number 7 right now, 877-710-ESPN, and you are there. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
To be honest, I never really believed Philadelphia was in on this.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
But when you think about LeBron, who is just at this Fanatics Fest, and you think about Michael Rubin, who owns Fanatics, and you think about he is a very passionate 76ers fan, lifelong Philadelphia guy, I guess I could see where maybe the recruiting side of things could have gotten to LeBron. And Rich Paul said he's not chasing rings. I would ask you guys this question. Do you think he has a better chance of winning a ring in the next 2 years in Philly, Golden State, Miami, or Cleveland, going to the East, being in the easier of the two conferences, and having a chance to play more national TV games just because of timing? I'm surprised, but yet I'm rationalizing it all at the same time.
The Morning Show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
In a contracting business, you're either growing or you're grinding. Success is no longer about hard work alone. It's about using AI to accelerate impact. Service Titan is the only integrated intelligence that seamlessly automates your entire workflow, from first call to final invoice. Born in the trades, built for visionaries ready to stop operating and start automating. Service Titan, AI for the trades.
Progressive presents ways to save money that aren't bundling your home and auto insurance with Progressive.
Thanks again for taking me to the game, man. I can't wait to get in there. By the way, what's in the bag?
Oh, I bring my own hot dog and peanuts. Saves a ton.
Savvy. And what about the beach chairs?
Why buy seats when you can save big and bring your own?
We can't get in without tickets.
Tickets? What do you think the portable TV is for?
Don't save money pretending to go to the game. You could save hundreds by switching to Progressive. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
The biggest show on the radio.
Simmer down. Just simmer down.
Turn the temperature down a
Did
little.
everybody's mom say simmer down?
I
That
will
was like a
say
common thing in my
that would
house.
never work on me. To tell me to chill out.
Oh, simmer down, man.
Mason and Ireland on 710. Back to the guys.
All right, so the always funny Lincoln Riley was on Pardon My Take. And he told a Mike Leach story
Brian.
that I find interesting. Here we go.
He has a can of Copenhagen, and so he, pops the can, takes a dip, and I've told people I'm from Muleshoe, Texas. Like I've seen a lot of dip. I've seen a lot of people can dip. I've seen a lot of people take big dips. This dip was so big that there was Copenhagen all in his face, and he had trouble like getting out like big words. There was so much dip in his mouth. So he starts talking about, do you guys know how dip's made? We're like, no. He goes on about a 10-minute tangent about how it's made. Well, do you know that it has like little fiberglass in there and it like cuts your lip? Now it's getting your bloodstream, and you drink green tea and lemon when your lip gets like really raw. So, he goes an hour and a half on dip. So somebody comes and knocks on the door like, Coach, we're starting practice in 10 minutes. He's like, all right, y'all better get out there. And I'm like, we have not learned a damn thing.
Have you ever dipped?
No, but a lot of my friends did when I was in college, and they got addicted to it. And I was always worried that I wouldn't be able to stop if I started, so I never started.
When I was a kid, and when I was starting around AAA baseball, everybody
it was super prevalent back then.
Everybody dipped, and then the grossest thing was the people who took the big wad of tobacco.
Yeah.
And they took bubble gum, they chewed it up, and then they wrapped it all the way around and stuffed that
It
in their
was
cheek.
super popular in baseball.
Ugh,
right?
disgusting. I think it's been banned, hasn't it?
I think so.
Well, now there's Zyn. Zyn is the thing now.
What's
it's
Zyn?
The little packets. It give you the same high a little bit. I don't know if there's nicotine in it or not, but it's the same like circular packet you put in your pocket and you put it in your mouth, and it's like a pouch you keep there.
You had me at high.
It's not like high. It's just it's more nicotine based than it is.
Got it.
Marijuana.
Got it. Yeah, dipping is gross. If you're doing it, stop. Copenhagen Skull, all of it, bad for you. All right, so John, guess where I am right now? Guess where I am?
What do you mean, guess where you are?
Guess-
I'm looking at you. You're sitting in the studio.
I am in the queue for Olympics tickets.
Okay.
For 2028. It is
Okay.
my assigned window. I have a 24-hour window. I started last night. I could not find anything good that was for sale. I checked swimming, I checked diving, I checked track and field.
So how does the queue work?
So at your appointed time, I think this is the second drop of tickets. You get in a queue, and then the queue takes you to where all the tickets are on sale, and then you look at the prices and you say, "Oh my God, I don't think I can do this." Tickets are.
So you haven't purchased anything yet?
I have not, and I can't find anything good that's for sale. I'm in there right now. I'm going to keep looking, but yeah, I mean, it's expensive
If
as
I
hell.
gave you one event that I could get you good tickets for, what event would you pick?
Men's 100 meters.
Well, I think you gave the right answer. You were too specific. Take track and field.
Oh yeah,
because you get to see a whole bunch of stuff.
But to be on men's 100 meter day, there are a bunch of great finals on that day.
Although the basketball might be fun because the world's getting better.
Basketball could be good, yeah. But I mean, there are tickets for nothing. And Holly Rowe actually posted this. She posted her receipt. She says, "I'm so excited. I was able to purchase tickets for LA 28. Until I got my receipt, I worked so hard for my money to splurge on this once-in-a-lifetime experience, but the service fee should not be a sliding scale." Now, get this. Her service fees were $800 a ticket.
Well, how much were the tickets?
The tickets were $1,650, and the service charge was $800.
So she's paying $2,400 a ticket?
Yep.
Yes, but her the service fee per one was $396. What she's arguing is that the service fee should be the same no matter if you purchased a $50 ticket or if you purchase a $2,000 ticket.
Yes.
Because what additional service are you getting for the larger ticket?
Yeah, that doesn't make
Or a more expensive
sense.
ticket.
So think about this. Let's say it's $10. There's a service fee. Why is there a bigger service fee on $1,000? It's the same amount of service.
And what is the service?
Yeah,
what
and what
is this
service are they
catch-all service?
providing? Exactly. Where is this money going? I'm really frustrated with the Olympics process, the Olympics tickets. I mean, I don't. And I go to secondary markets, and I don't even see them yet. And you go to the primary market, and they don't have anything. I'm just really frustrated with the whole Olympics thing.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah.
But it seemed to me in '84, the last time the Olympics were here, that tickets weren't this complicated. I just think that, number one, the event is more popular. The Olympics are more popular now. And number two, things just cost more. But I wouldn't pay $2,400 to go to an Olympic event.
And these ticketing service companies just want to price gouge out the wazoo. So I know this isn't like Ticketmaster technically, but all these places just rack up these service fees for no reason because, well, the reason is they want to make more money.
Yep.
But it is everything. Every event you can go to has become unbelievably expensive because of the greediness of these companies.
Now, John, if you could go to one thing that's all part of the Olympics, what would you pick? I think you said track and field, right?
Yeah, I probably would. Opening ceremonies would be fun.
Yeah, opening ceremonies are what I want.
Men's basketball final.
That's fun.
Men's swimming final would be good. Men or women's swimming final.
There's not
would
really
be good.
a final for swimming. There's a bunch of different events.
Yeah, it's like there's a final and then there's some prelims and
I would say for swimming, the best days are like in the middle of the week that they're doing it. because you'll get some of the good events there, and you'll get to see you won't get a lot of prelims.
Right. You want finals, exactly. Yeah, so anyway, it's super frustrating. If you're out there, you're probably having the exact same experience, waiting in a queue somewhere, and then once you wait for a half hour to get into the shopping room, they don't have any tickets for anything at all.
Would this be better if, I'm assuming back in 1984, you bought your tickets at a box office in person, I'm assuming?
Oh, yeah, John, how did you get your tickets in 84?
I was working for Anheuser-Busch, so I got all my tickets through them. But
well,
nice.
I'm assuming at that time.
Are they hiring?
It is either you call somebody and they get you your tickets, or you go up to a box office. Do you think this would be better if, like today, you had to physically go to the LA 28 box office and wait in line for 4 hours to buy tickets?
Yeah, I won't wait in line for 4 hours for anything.
Mason?
They have that thing called TaskRabbit, don't they?
Yeah, you can hire somebody to do it for you.
Oh, you'd be just like that, like Seth Rogen character in Good Fortune, that movie, where he hired a TaskRabbit, and the TaskRabbit was Aziz Ansari.
Oh yeah,
you watched that movie?
Yeah.
So you'd be the a-hole Seth Rogen character.
I would be the a-hole Seth Rogen character. Yes. But anyway, if you're having trouble with the Olympics, you're not alone. It's terrible. I'm really frustrated. There's one more drop next week. One more drop. Gonna try to get in there. All right. Coming up next for you is Fast Track. M's got stuff. BC's got stuff. Mase and Ireland. 710 ESPN.
Okay. The Toyota, the Lakers and Toyota have been in business together for more than 50 years. It's our 51st season together. And the reason is the partnership works. And in Southern California, it's not just about what you drive. It's what you're about to become a part of. That's why Toyota is such a meaningful part of our communities, from local events, neighborhood celebrations, supporting the teams like the Lakers. Toyota continues to show up wherever Southern Californians live, work, and play. I mentioned they're the official vehicle of the Lakers. And that connects the best fans in the NBA with the passion, pride, and championship spirit of Toyota. I've mentioned this before, but you guys don't have to take it from me. Just Google it. Longest lasting cars on the road. 7 of the top 10 are Toyotas, including the number 1, the Camry. So whether you're heading to the game, taking the family out on your next adventure, or simply enjoying Southern California, Toyota is there for the journey. If you want to see where Toyota SoCal is showing up next, you can follow at Toyota SoCal on social media and stay connected to all the people's places and moments that make Southern California unlike anywhere else. Toyota, we make it easy.
And now from Good Karma Brands, here is Sam Pines.
Hi, this is Sam Pines, partner at Good Karma Brands in ESPN LA. Yeah, those 4 letters matter, ESPN. And the first one is the most important, entertainment. That's our goal. And here in LA, we've got iconic voices and championship teams to talk about every day. We're an independent company, and our founder, Craig Karmazin, has kept us hyper-focused on 3 things that matter: the fans, our advertising partners, and our teammates. Whether it's a great breakdown of last night's game, figuring out who has to pay up on a bet, or something fun on social, we want you to enjoy it. So no matter where you're listening, on 710 a.m., the ESPN LA app, TuneIn, iHeart, Odyssey, or watching on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Thanks for being part of this with us. You're not just listening to the story, you're part of it. ESPN LA, LA's mega sports station.
Hey, it's Mason. For the ultimate immersive sports experience, get into Cosm. See all your favorite summer sports on a massive 87-foot wraparound high-resolution display with reserved booth-style seating. The Cosm Hall features wall-to-wall live multi-view sports for all the big games. And in the Cosm Dome, August 1st and 2nd, it's SummerSlam 2026. The Cosm Deck, by the way, Cosm's signature menu of local food favorites, craft cocktails, and beers. For tickets, go to Cosm.com, and I'll see you at Cosm.
Hey, LA and OC, if you love great food and smart prices, you need to know about Wild Fork Foods. Hosting, grilling, you just want a great dinner? Start at Wild Fork Foods. Find your local SoCal store at wildforkfoods.com. Wild Fork, quality meat and seafood, low prices, largest variety in one store.
The summer savings are heating up at George Chevrolet. Lease a new 2026 Chevy Equinox LT for just $259 per month for 36 months and just $4,080 due at signing. Visit George Chevrolet off the 91 freeway, Lakewood exit in Bellflower, and GeorgeChevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive.
Offer on approved credit through GM Financial and requires a current Chevy lease and household, plus tax, title, license, registration, government fees. Down payment includes $85 dealer doc fee. Vehicle subject to prior sale. More than 5 available at this price. Offer ends 8/2/2026. Call 866-949-4805 for details.
The home of Rams football, and now the home of the Rich Eisen Show. Weekdays 9 a.m. to noon, KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
And it is 2 p.m. in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mase and Ireland.
All right, it is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track.
The return of Fast Track, driven by our friends at Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
Down low is 350 cube, 3.25 horsepower, 4-speed, 410 gears, 10 coats of competition orange, hand rubbed lacquer with a blue plain matte full, open race cams.
Fast Track on Mase and Ireland.
Time for Fast Track. Take it away, Mace.
All right, zoom, man.
All right. A tongue-in-cheek joke at a local Nantucket store has turned into a viral firestorm amongst influencers. So Nantucket is a small beach town in Massachusetts off of Cape Cod. And the Four Winds Craft Guild, it's an antique store, put up a sign in their shop that said, "No influencers." And in the past couple of years, influencers have gotten a lot more money. There's some of the people in the world that are gaining money in this time. And they have also taken over Nantucket because of different pop-ups that have been happening all over town. And just the town is a seasonal town. So you'll go to Nantucket in the summer, and it's basically empty in the winter. And it leaves those people that work there and live there year-round in a bit of a bind monetarily. But a influencer, Paige Lorenz, was upset by this. She took a picture of the no influencer sign, and people are arguing that it is a little discriminatory. It's like, hey, what the heck? Why can't I be an influencer here? I'm not doing anything. I'm not putting my phone out necessarily, but you're saying no to me?
What's so influential about the store?
The store itself is not influential. They just are they're exercising the feelings of the town, which is that Nantucket is tired of influencers.
Okay. So how can the promotion of your store be a bad thing?
They believe they don't want to be overrun by certain influencers.
Okay.
So
John?
they think there's overcrowding, over-tourism, taking over, these influencers coming in for 3 months, leaving the town high and dry. So that's their general feeling. Whose side are you on in this scenario?
I guess I'm on the influencer side. I don't know why you would restrict that. And as a business owner, I don't know why you wouldn't want as many influencers as you could possibly get to help promote your store and promote your town and all that stuff.
The influencers do change the vibe of the store. So it's a much younger crowd. It's a much louder crowd. It's the phones out. It doesn't have the quote-unquote aesthetic of a quiet beach town when you invite a bunch of influencers.
Ireland, you're an influencer. What do you think?
I can understand their predicament. There's a very famous town here in Idaho that's maybe 5 miles from here, 10 miles from here, that is called Gozzer Ranch, Gozzer.
Mm-hmm.
And it has been taken over by celebrities. It's like...
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It's like the Kardashians, Mark Wahlberg, Justin Bieber.
Oh, wow.
Wayne Gretzky's got a place up there. And so it's all kind of a see and be seen thing. And they kind of did the opposite. They like only famous people they let in there. They don't let like non-famous people go in there. And that way, that's how they keep it quiet. So I'm not sure. Maybe they don't want, Emily, they don't want Nantucket to be any bigger than it is.
I also would argue that they have enough business already with like the wealthy hedge fund managers, the people that some are there normally that aren't influencers. Because Nantucket is not a town that's only had people that don't make any money. Nantucket's a town that's known, it's like Cape Cod.
Right. So are Me and Ireland influencers? We are.
In a way.
In a way.
You influence for things like Jacob and Ronnie. You influence for things like Toyota and
the
all those
Lakers
things. Yes.
and all. I mean, all kinds of stuff.
It's
We're
different.
influential,
There's,
right?
I guess social media.
Well, we're not,
influencers.
Mace. We're not professional influencers.
No, I'm not
I mean,
doing social media. I don't do that much social media, so that's probably makes me uninfluential.
Right. Well, that's a change in position for you. I remember back in the old days, if you didn't post it, you said it didn't happen.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that's long gone. I went on vacation. I put up one picture.
Yeah, you were a hipster in that sense. You did it before it was cool.
Exactly.
I would say another town that I've recently been to that is affected by a lot of this is Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Jackson Hole, Wyoming is like home to a lot of billionaires where they have their homes there.
Yep.
They don't necessarily live there all the time. But I went to this place called the $1 Million Cowboy Bar, which I went to Cowboy Bar 2018. I could get in really easily.
Was it like the Buck and Bronco thing that you rode?
No, there is no bucking Broncos. I actually never rode those. But they charge non-residents $20 to enter. And if you're a resident, if you can prove your ID that you're a resident, then you get in for free.
Okay.
But I accept that because it's supposed to be a place that people can come to for the town, and it's really expensive to live there. But when I went on a Saturday night, 7 years later, I could not move in this place. It was so overcrowded.
But was
and
it people with phones doing stuff, or is it just a crowd?
People with phones, people wanting to be seen. It's a mixture of that and people experiencing it, but it is ridiculous. So social media can just like overwhelm a certain business. To a point.
I welcome any influencers. I am pro-influencer. BC, what do you got?
All right, this one's a special shout out to all the degenerates out there, the gambling degenerates. This one's story is getting a little better. Yeah, so DraftKings is partnering with Delta, the airline.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing something pretty interesting here called Sky Picks, and free. So it's going to be free in-flight sports contest. Kind of same thing. Pick who will score first, which team will win, all that stuff, for a chance to win gift cards, Delta gift cards to redeem for free flights.
Nice.
You know, this is
we
right
kind
up
of
my
have
alley.
an advantage, right?
That's what I'm saying. But
we know stuff.
Is this taking it one step too far now, where it's we're offering you can't escape gambling? You know, getting up in the airplane, just place another little bet right here. What do you think about this?
I think that people like a little action. I think flights can be really long, incredibly boring, and I think nice having something to do.
I agree with you. I think like I told you guys when I flew back from Italy, the internet didn't work. The bathrooms didn't all work. The plugs, the power outlets, and the chairs didn't always work. Ooh. Anything you can do to pass the time, I'm for it. I have zero issue doing it.
Your flight sounds a lot like this movie that's going to come out, I think, next year, or maybe it's at fall festivals. It's called The Entertainment System is Down. Kirsten Dunst, Keanu Reeves. It's going to be from the same guy who did Triangle of Sadness.
Oh, God.
So it sounds like an interesting movie. Well, we disagree on that.
Yeah,
I love Triangle of Sadness.
That was so awful.
He also did The Force Majeure, which is a ski movie.
Yeah.
You probably have seen that one.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell and Julia Louis-Dreyfus remade it in
right.
America.
I remember that movie. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I like that. Triangle of Sadness sucks. All right.
I disagree.
John, I wanted to play something from Joe Buck, our friend Joe Buck, who, loves sports, loves baseball, obviously does the NFL.
Can I say something about Joe Buck?
Sure.
Starting on Friday, tomorrow.
Yep.
Joe Buck is hosting a sports Jeopardy version that, by the way, if they would have invited you and I to that, we would have cleaned up. And it's all people that work at ESPN. It's all like ESPN personalities and a few actors, like John Hamm's doing it.
Right. Like Jerry Schaap is doing it, right?
Yeah, like all these people, Hannah Storm doing it, Kimberly Martin doing it. Had Mason and I been allowed into that competition, we would have finished 1-2.
I think so, too. You know who's really upset about this? Is Ramona Shelburne.
What if I told you
she didn't get invited?
She did not get invited, and that's despite the fact that
I went to Cal.
You would think that Cal education would have led
Cal?
her right. Sure, Cal.
Yeah, if she would have, maybe they didn't know she went to Cal. Go Bears.
And they must not have known this.
I'm really impressive.
I mean, she's really impressive. Self-proclaimed.
Maybe me, you, and Momo should go head-to-head in Jeopardy.
Let's do it.
And we'll have somebody else drop the questions.
Yes.
Oh, Mace, you're just doing that. Can you do a blind hit on something?
Blind. Okay, blind sound effect. Oh, I'm not even on the board. Oh, I almost deleted the entire board. Hang on a second.
That would be bad.
Okay, here we go.
Order
It's a trip to British Parliament. That was a fun one, man. That's how they politic over there, is they all yell at each other.
Yeah, we should just do that on this show. Whenever anybody goes too far, just yell order.
Order!
Order! Order!
You brought up Joe Buck?
Yeah, Joe Buck. So Joe Buck said something interesting about the NFL and Major League Baseball, and let's see if he's got a point.
I get it. I mean, there is a competitive imbalance that when, I'm doing an NFL season and we're starting the season, who knows who's going to end up in the Super Bowl? I mean, they're the favorites, but really, every team can go, well, if this goes right and this goes right and we stay healthy here, they have a chance. I mean, you go into the last couple of seasons, you go, okay, there's the Dodgers, and then there's the Yankees, and there's the Phillies, and there's, the Mets. They're willing to spend money, and there's the haves, and then there's many more of the have-nots. And so I understand what the impetus behind this would be.
Yeah, I mean, to me, John, and I did a little research on this. So, of the last 26 seasons, how many times did the number one payroll win the World Series?
Number one payroll.
26 seasons, number one payroll. How many times did it win the World Series?
I would say less than 5.
It's 5 exactly.
Okay.
We're not counting the Dodgers because technically per year they had less than the Mets, even though they did the deferred money for Ohtani.
2026. No, they've got the Dodgers as
okay.
So
they included the deferred money.
Correct. They included all the stuff. Now, let me twist this around a little bit and say this. 19 of the last 26 World Series champions had a top 10 payroll. So do you need to have a top 10 payroll to win the World Series? The odds tilt significantly in your advantage, like 75%
what you are
of the time.
describing is exactly why we're probably going to have a work stoppage, is
Right.
that a lot of teams don't feel like they have a chance when the season starts.
Right.
Not when it ends, but when it starts. And so, I mean, that's probably why these teams are going to fight really hard for a salary cap. I don't think they're going to get it, but
No.
they might.
Yeah. And I do think that obviously there's a correlation between spending money and not. I think that's why the salary floor, the salary floor does make sense. It makes everybody competitive. You're not going to get a floor without a cap, though. And I don't know why they don't just stick a whole bunch of luxury tax in there. Just double the luxury tax, and let's see who's willing to go over it. Why not? To me, that's it's a little bit like the second apron without the penalties for being over it, right?
Right. I'm for anything that solves the problem. So it's going to be a compromise like that probably gets us baseball back. Because right now I don't think people are realizing how much next season is in jeopardy. And you and I both think that at least half of it's getting canceled.
Yeah, I think so. I think probably half the year. And I hope it's just half the year. Hope it's just half the year.
Me too.
By the way, nothing new on Tarik Skubal. If it happens, and Jeff Passan said could happen in the next day or two, will he be a Dodger? We'll keep you up to date on that.
I will say Buster Olney said that if the Dodgers want him, they're going to get him.
All right, Buster.
So maybe if the Dodgers don't get him, though, maybe they just didn't want him.
That means they didn't want him. Yeah. All right, more Fast Track coming up. In the meantime, it's a Cosm Ticket Thursday. Call 877-710-ESPN right now. Caller number 7, pair of Dome reserved tickets to experience the NFL Hall of Fame game at Cosm. This is so cool. You're in the Dome. You're surrounded. It's shared reality. You will feel like you're at the game. You can watch football's first game of the season like never before. Caller number 7 right now, 877-710-ESPN. You are at the Dome at Cosm. And if you want your own tickets, go to Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Mase and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It is Fast Track on Mase and Ireland on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles, driven by Cerritos Auto Square.
It is time for Fast Track.
Fast Track. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com.
Time for Fast Track.
More Fast Track next.
Mornings in LA start with Sedano and Cap.
So the other day I called Mike Trudell off air, Guess who answered the call? Yep, it was Mrs. Trudell.
Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA.
Why you gotta make it weird, man? It is wonderful. I adore her. I'm not sliding into her DMs now. I'm on the phone.
See, now, were you nice about it? Like, if I called Bergie and Mean Gene answered, I'd be like, hey, how you doing? I called Bergie. I'd be a real a-hole.
no. Here's what
you would not be an a-hole.
Here's what Cappy
But
did.
that's not
Hey,
the thing
girl!
against
Hey,
Gene.
girl!
If I called Beto and his Heino picked up, I'd be like,
3 in the morning.
Yeah, I'd be like, no, I called Beto. Can you put Beto on the phone?
I was very nice.
He's in trouble right now. Lo tengo amarrado.
I just acted like his mom answered the phone. I was like, hi, is Mike home? Can I speak to Mike, please?
Hi, Mrs. Trudell. Is Scotty home?
Right.
The morning show with Sedano and Cap. Weekdays starting at 7 a.m. on ESPN Los Angeles.
Introducing our new Chili Crisp Dumplings. A spicy twist on a Waba favorite. Bold, crunchy, and tossed and fiery. Chili Crisp. That's our new Chili Crisp Dumplings. Get them today. Only at Waba Grill. It's for you.
Call Jacob.
Hey, it's Mase.
And I'm Ireland.
You already know how to count. You already know who to call. Simple counting pattern that lands on Jacob every time. 800-345-6789.
So basically, if you can count to 9, you can count on Jacob. 800-345-6789.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob 1-800-345-6789. Call Jacob.
LAFC is on a roll with 4 straight wins. And now it's a showdown at the top of the Western Conference.
Third is gathered and it's scored again!
Son Heung-min and Denis Bouanga are both red hot, scoring in 3 straight matches as the black and gold take on the Vancouver Whitecaps, with both clubs tied at 33 points.
Denis Bouanga is absolutely red hot.
LAFC versus the Whitecaps. Coverage begins Saturday at 4 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
Hot damn! Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea just got harder with Twisted Tea Extreme. The hard iced tea taste you know and love, but with an 8% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Extreme is made with real fruit tea, goes down smooth, and brings your daytime drinking to the next level. Just look for the bright yellow cans in the cooler and get ready to dial up the fun. Big flavor, extreme kick. Twisted Tea Extreme. Keep it twisted!
Visit Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Progressive knows there's no one more important to your team than your pet. They're like your top draft pick.
And it looks like Chuck has selected Pepper the Corgi. Bold pick there, Deborah.
Yeah, Rich, Pepper has a high ceiling for sure, but he does have a tendency to bark at every tree.
Yeah, he brings a lot to the table, but also takes a lot off of it, especially when it's been left near the edge.
Nothing left to do now, but suit him up for the dog park.
Protect your top draft pick from injury and illness with Progressive Pet Insurance. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Covered subject to policy terms.
Fast Track.
And it is Fast Track on 710 ESPN. Mason and Ireland on the all-new ESPN LA app. 7:10 a.m. and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Fast Track now back in the 2 p.m. hour on Mason and Ireland. Driven by Cerritos Auto Square. Why do more people buy their car at Cerritos Auto Square than from any other location in Southern California? Easy. With 24 dealerships side by side, car shoppers can find the right car at the right price at the right location. Cerritos Auto Square. Learn more at CerritosAutoSquare.com. Once again, back to Fast Track and back to Mason and Ireland on 710.
All right, vroom, vroom, man.
All right, so I have been rewatching something the past couple weeks.
Okay.
And I've been rewatching the show Lost. I watched Lost for the first time when I was in 8th grade, I think, somewhere at the 8th grade, 9th grade. And it was after the show had finished. So the show had finished. I had heard all this ending sucks. But I was like, I'm going to see for myself. I watched all of it. And I remember liking it. I remember liking the whole series. I honestly don't even remember all that happened in the ending, which is why I want to rewatch it. And so I was thinking, would you be okay rewatching something that you did love if the ending wasn't good? Like How I Met Your Mother. There's a controversial ending for that. You got Game of Thrones, a controversial ending.
Controversy, yeah.
Lost is a controversial ending. I still value that there is a journey to be had, that I enjoy riding this wave, and also watching this with like a 30-year-old mindset that I had as opposed to my 14-year-old mindset.
Sure.
So what do you think? Could you rewatch something knowing the ending is controversial?
Sure. I mean, because there's tons of different episodes. Like Game of Thrones ending sucked, but it was great for like the first 6 seasons.
Yeah, it was a good journey. It was fun.
A lot of people think The Wire kind of ended, weirdly. I still would love to go back and watch that.
Some people really dislike the end of The Sopranos.
Right.
But yeah,
confused by it.
I would watch anything that I loved the first time. I would watch again. Like my go to sleep show right now that I put on every night is Mad Men.
Well, show is a perfect show from beginning to end.
And a perfect ending.
Yes.
A perfect ending.
One thing too I'm struggling with because I haven't rewatched a show that was a network show in a long time. I would rewatch a lot of like HBO shows or AMC shows, things like that only had like 12 to 13 episodes.
Yep.
The first season of Lost had 25 freaking episodes that are an hour long.
Yeah, that is hard work.
It took me about 3 weeks to get through.
Is it on Disney Plus, Sam? Is that where you're watching it?
I'm watching it on Hulu because we now have no ads. And I thoroughly enjoyed the first season. There's certain characters that I didn't like that I loved the first time that I hate watching now with my fully developed brain. Especially looking at you, Jack. You suck. I'm more into Locke. I love Saeed. Saeed's the hottest person in the show. Didn't think that when I was 13. Now I do. So if you're interested in rewatching Lost, give it a shot.
Yeah, by the way, I loved season 1, and then I felt like they just didn't have a good plan for where the show was going to go. The first season was excellent. The guy that crashed and then was able to walk, I think, is one of the coolest episodes of TV there is.
I think if you can get to the 4th episode, which is when you find out about Locke and why that island is special, I think it's good for you. I think in my mind's eye that season 3 was my favorite, but I haven't got there yet. I'll see if I think that again the second time, but I'm enjoying it.
Em, here's a good story about Lost. I've mentioned this book several times over the years on the show. That Lost was greenlit by an ABC executive named Lloyd Braun. And when Lost came out, the pilot was so over budget that his bosses called him in and said, "You can't go over budget like this. We don't have the money." And he goes, "You don't understand. This show's going to be a monster hit." So second week, they go way over budget again. Third week, same thing. They just keep going over budget. But he's telling the producers, just keep doing what you're doing. We think you have a monster hit on your hands. So Lloyd Braun got fired. And the producers at Lost felt so bad about him getting fired that they snuck him back into the building. And when you watch those episodes, Em, and they have in the beginning, you have somebody say, previously on Lost. That's Lloyd Braun's voice. Mm-hmm. That was their little tribute to him for sticking with their show, even though ABC fired him.
A little FU to them.
Yeah.
Previously on Lost.
Previously on
Yeah,
Lost.
that's Lloyd Braun, the guy, the exec that greenlit it.
All right. Rams training camp is back. Tune in tomorrow from 3 to 6 for DeMarco Travis and Marcus Grant, live from Rams training camp at LMU. Training camp coverage on ESPN LA, powered by Waba Grill. It's for you. BC, what do you got?
Fast track. We're 6 years ago today of the tip-off of the NBA bubble. Right at the height of COVID.
Remember it well.
Yep.
Yeah. It kind of got me thinking here. The Dodgers and the Lakers won the championship. Never really got this celebration.
Correct.
Is there a joint celebration that should be had? Let's say maybe, the 10-year anniversary, or will we never get, a celebration
Not
of
gonna
either
happen.
of those two?
Yeah. Here's why, Brian. Every year you change, and nobody on that team, on that Laker team, and very few people on that Dodger team are left.
Yeah.
Even
Lakers
like
don't
the
have one
side.
player from the 2020 championship team that's still on the team.
That's surprising.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't think there's any way to go back to that moment. I mean, honestly, those championships were the only good thing that happened during the pandemic. That was it. They brought us great joy in the midst of just totally dreary day after day, sitting in my living room, talking on the Comrex for
So do you
hours.
remember when I called that championship, Mace, I had earlier in the week seen Vin Scully's call of the Kirk Gibson home run.
Right.
And at some point of that home run, Vin Scully said, in a year that has been so improbable, the impossible has happened. So when the Lakers won that title, what came out of my mouth, and I may have jotted it down when, during the game, but what came out of my mouth was, in a year we all wanted to forget, the Lakers gave us something to remember forever.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, you're right. That and the Dodgers were about the only thing good to come out of COVID.
Yeah, I mean, the championships were it. Otherwise, those are just lost years.
Who do you think on both teams would have been the drunkest at the parade? Let's say there's no COVID. They had just won the 2020 season.
We remember the Rams won the next year.
Right, and they were all drunk.
And they were all hammered. McVay,
they were hammered at
Aaron
the,
Donald,
rally.
all of them.
My Dodger guess is Justin Turner.
Yeah, JT is a really good guess.
I think he would have been the drunkest. Again, no COVID. It just had a full parade. I think that would have been it. Who do you think in the Lakers? Do you think it would have been Dwight Howard was on that team?
Dwight Howard was on that.
Do you think Dwight Howard would have been the drunkest?
He would be among them.
LeBron?
Yeah, I think
having wine.
Well, they all went and partied. They all went straight to Vegas and
Yeah.
partied. So I think they were all participating in it.
God, it doesn't even seem like it happened, does it?
Right. Because
Like those years are just never even going to exist in my head. If it weren't for the championships, there would be nothing.
Well, the worst part was no fans.
Oh, no fans, exactly.
Well, you actually got to go, but you got
right.
You use your connections to get into.
Yeah,
the
I had a
Dodgers.
press credential, so I went down to Arlington and saw them win the World Series. But but that not at all a celebration. All right, so John, I'm going to play you a funny story. How about that?
Perfect.
This is Will Ferrell.
Did have this amazing experience. I was at a restaurant. I was walking to the bathroom, and I just happened to be in lockstep with this woman who looks up and is like, "Oh, hi, how are you?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm fine." I'm like, "Oh, gosh, great to meet you." I'm like, "Thank you." She's like, "You're very funny," and I'm like, "Well, that's very nice of you." It's like, "But you're no Larry David," and I go, "Oh, well, yeah, he." Well, hey, I kind of chuckle. I'm like, "Are you kidding me? He's one of the best. He's a king. He's a king." She's like, yeah. Anyway, she goes to the bathroom. I go to the men's room. Sure. She goes, I don't know. Somehow I come out. Oh, no. She comes out at the same time. She wasn't waiting for me. It literally. And then she picks up right where she's like, "I'm serious. You're no Larry David."
Wasn't a joke. It was.
Yeah.
To see you now.
Like you're not even close to him. And then I'm like, I was like, okay. Oh, we're going there.
Right.
Because I do have the ability to stand up for myself. That's surprising to people. So I was like, you know what? I get it. You like Larry David. Why don't you go back to your table and shut up?
I think, well, by the way, Will Ferrell, Larry David, you cannot go wrong on funny with those guys. They are two of the funniest guys in the world, no question. But I love that the lady was like, yeah, you're no Larry David.
I thought he was going to say, like, you're no Gladys, blah, blah, blah. Like,
Yeah,
say
right.
another, like, random old lady that she was not.
Well, what's weird, Emily, and this has happened to both Mason and I, the word I would use to describe Will Ferrell more than anything else is approachable.
Yeah.
He is so nice when you meet him. I remember I walked up to him, and he was shooting a movie in New Orleans. So it was a movie called Daddy's Home. And he was shooting it at a Lakers-Pelicans game in New Orleans. And so he was standing at the scorer's table before the game. And I walked up to him and go, "Hey, Will." And he goes, "John Ireland." Like, I didn't even introduce myself. I go, "You know who I am?" He goes, "I listen to you and Mason all the time." He goes, "You're like my soundtrack." He goes, "I listen to sports radio all the time in my car." And didn't the same thing happen to you when you met him at an LAFC?
When I was at LAFC and I was the honorary Falconer, he approached me and said, "I listened to you on the radio." And then I said, "I want you to meet my mom." I introduced him to my mom. He said, "I've heard you on the radio." I'm like, that is so, what a cool guy.
Yeah, he seems great.
He was with Matthew McConaughey, who was blitzed.
Speaking of, like, things filmed.
I think that's probably his resting state. Blitzed.
Things filmed at places. Do you guys see this week? Emma Stone was filming at the Mets game.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw that.
So they were filming, I think, a movie that's going to be, I can't remember. I know Ashley Padilla plays her younger sister in the movie, but they had her sit and, like, close to the outfield, and she's going to play, I think, maybe, like, the owner's wife, something like that. But what's funny is somebody said that the person who had those seats, like the season ticket holder who had those seats, was, like, not told exactly why he couldn't sit there, and then was given, "Oh, we're going to upgrade you to this other thing." And they didn't give him better seats. They just gave him different seats.
Oh, just gave him different.
I was like, say, Mason, you
Yes.
are the Rams season ticket holder,
Yes.
so you have your seats at SoFi Stadium, you and Juan. if they were going to use those seats for a Will Ferrell movie, would you demand better seats if you're going to be moved, or would you be okay just moving sideways but knowing your seats would appear in a movie?
If you put me in the movie, he could sit wherever he wants.
Well, what they would
That's a
do
good compromise.
is they would have Kevin Demoff put in the ask, and then you would just say yes
I
because
would
we
be like,
Kevin.
okay, Kev, I'll do it. I honestly, and this I've often said, the second biggest expense I've ever had in my life was Rams' personal seat licenses.
Yeah, but I think now people are jealous because look what you're going to get to watch
I know.
this year.
Look what we got. By the way, I will tell you something, John. The Rams are number 1 in the Athletics NFL power rankings.
Of course they are. I've heard people ask Mason, would you take the Rams or the field?
Yeah, I've heard that too. I
mean, I would take the field
because
it's so hard.
If my life depended on it, I would take the field. But I feel pretty good.
Yeah, they should be favored.
Coming up next, there's a lady online who has a point about tipping that really struck me as honest and real and the right take, and we'll do it coming up next. Mase and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, if you listen to this show, you know that Blue Ice Vodka is the largest American potato vodka, and it's rated double gold. It's also one of the lowest calorie vodkas on the market, gluten-free, non-GMO, crafted to elevate every sip. Their classic potato vodka is just 64 calories per ounce. Tom Gibson, the guy who runs Blue Ice, taught me about vodka years ago, and he said most vodka, almost all of it, is made from corn. Blue Ice is made from potatoes, and they have 3 different flavors, classic, huckleberry, or double espresso. But when you make it with potatoes, Blue Ice likes to say vodka with standards. There's no additives, no artificial flavors, no hidden sugar, just clean, premium vodka. Blue Ice Huckleberry goes great with lemonade. I pick mine up at Ralph's, but you can get it anywhere where vodka is sold. Don't forget about the double espresso. You just shake over ice and pour that. And then their regular vodka, their traditional vodka, is the best. Blue Ice Vodka, clean, American-made vodka with standards. Blue Ice.
It's DeMarco Farr and Travis Rogers for your afternoon drive.
Rams General Manager Les Snead joining us here on the DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. How do you feel about this training camp, this roster, what you guys have put together this year? It's a good roster. Now the hope is let's stay healthy. Let's not run into adversity, knowing that around the corner there'll be some. But right now on the flip card, it's a nice flip card. Now,
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive. Weekdays starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN.
Hey, LA and OC, if you love great food and smart prices, you need to know about Wild Fork Foods. Hosting, grilling, you just want a great dinner? Start at Wild Fork Foods. Find your local SoCal store at wildforkfoods.com. Wild Fork, quality meat and seafood, low prices, largest variety in one store.
Hi, it's Ramona Shelburne. Right now, lease a brand new 2026 Hyundai Palisade SE for just $299 a month. Comes with owner's insurance and America's best 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Take it from me. With next-level customer service and incredible dealer incentives, your next Hyundai is waiting for you at Hyundai of Glendale. Call 818-222-8000 or check them out at HyundaiofGlendale.net.
$299 per month plus tax. Close and lease for 24 months. $47.49 total due on signing plus government fees and taxes. Unapproved above average credit through HMF. Zero security deposit. 7,500 miles per year. 20 cents per access miles. Expires 7/31/26.
There you were, surrounded by fans, sharing wings, sharing drinks, high-fiving random strangers. Everybody remembers the game, but nobody remembers the guy coughing behind you until a few days later. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. You wake up, you got a fever, your throat's on fire. So now what? Urgent care closed, ER slammed, telehealth? Maybe, but the pharmacy's closed. You need a medical emergency kit. These are not first aid kits, everybody. They contain essential prescriptions used for over 30 common conditions, sinus and ear infections, UTIs, stomach bugs, traveler's diarrhea, and more. You can even use your doctor-developed guidebook to select the right prescription or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. It's like an urgent care in a drugstore in your house. When you're sick, traveling, or stranded, you'll wish you ordered a medical emergency kit. Order online in minutes, and it's shipped to your door. Save $45 with our promo code 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710. That's promo code 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710.
Shohei Ohtani's interpreter was fired today. Ippei Mitsuhara ran up gambling debts to a Southern California bookmaking operation.
The inside story of the biggest scandal in modern baseball. He was absolutely bananas, the amount of bets he was making. I've never seen anything like it.
From 30 for 30 podcasts, this is The Betrayal of Shohei Ohtani.
Presented by Gusto. Episodes 1 and 2 available now. Listen wherever you get podcasts.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/play. That's ethos.com/play. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Mase and Ireland on 710.
John, you're working with God today.
I love that.
Hey, God. Hey, God.
Thanks.
The biggest show on the radio.
Yeah, lowercase G, not capital G.
Lowercase G.
Yeah, you're like
exactly
Athena
right.
or out there,
yeah,
whatever.
one of them gods,
Poseidon,
like
yeah.
Mercury or one of them.
Steve Mason and John Ireland right now.
I thought this was cool. When the Baltimore Ravens showed up at training camp, this is the reception they got.
Now arriving, the two-time Pro Bowler, fastest player in Ravens history to reach 100 career receptions, hailing from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, out of Boston College, wide receiver number 4, Zay Flowers.
So they had the announcer do the introductions as they walked into the building, which I thought was very cool.
We had Sam Lagana there yesterday.
Sam Lagana could do it, exactly. I was just texting
Sam
with Sam
would do
today.
it. Yeah, Sam would do it for sure.
All right, so, John, I got a question. Tip culture is a big thing. People talk about it all the time. I wanted to point out this woman, and I don't know the name of the woman or where this happened, but she wrote on her bill this.
Well, how much was the bill and how much
The
did
bill
you
was
tip?
$629.
Okay.
And I'll get to what she tipped. To everyone acting like tipping rules are written in stone, let's talk about it. I had a $612 dinner bill, and suddenly I'm supposed to leave over $120 just because the total was higher. Same plates carried, same drinks refilled, same amount of time at the table, but somehow the menu prices decide how much the servers get paid. If I order a $50 entree instead of a $20 one, does the plate suddenly weigh more? Do I tip for good service? But I don't think a tip should automatically become a percentage-based surcharge just because the restaurant charges more. So honestly, I thought $9 was fair.
She tipped $9 on a $600 tab.
$629 bill.
What?
She's a cheapskate.
Let me just say though, she does have a point. In other words, the job of taking an order, bringing it to the kitchen, bringing plates to the table, all that stuff is the same at Applebee's as it is at Mastro's. It's the same. So why does the guy at Mastro's get a huge tip and the guy at Applebee's gets less? It's just because of the total of the check?
Different experiences.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to Applebee's, it's casual. You might be wearing a baseball hat. You go to Mastro's, you get dressed up. You're wearing a collared shirt. You're probably whining and dining. You're trying to impress people. It's a different experience.
Does the workload go up?
No, but I think that this woman is focused on the wrong thing. I mean, she doesn't tip at all when she drives through at McDonald's, right?
I assume not.
Those people are working just as hard as people at Mastro's. Why does she tip them? It's
And
a different experience.
Yeah.
Right. A different level of service. There's a different level of server at Applebee's versus Mastro's. I also want to say it's like, okay, so if you're going to say you're just going to punish Mastro's for being X amount of dollars.
By the way, I just threw them.
You're going to punish X steakhouse.
Yes.
For having X amount of food.
Correct.
But let's just say because that $600 order probably has more than 2 people, I would assume. You probably have 6 people, maybe 7, 8, 9, 10. That's going to be more people making food in the back, more food that they have to make, more runs out to the thing they have to make, more orders being taken. I think that is rude to the server to only, because it's not just the server getting the tip, it's having to tip out everybody else at the restaurant, the hostess.
What I would
the
say to that
bussers.
woman, Mace, if she made that argument to me, is that you're not screwing the restaurant, you're screwing the servers.
Yeah.
Yes, but the servers are doing the same thing that they would be doing at Applebee's.
But I would say the
by
tipping.
the way, we've randomly chosen Mastro's and Applebee's.
The tipping goes out to so at Mastro's, you have a cleaner, more high-end restaurant. Okay, so you're probably going to have a different level of busser, a different level of cleaning, different level of all that stuff. So you're going to have more expensive things. So when
in
you're tipping,
general, don't you guys get better service at a high-end place than you would at an Applebee's?
Yes.
Yeah, I think Applebee's is nice.
When you're tipping,
Coco's also very good.
When you're tipping Jenny,
Coco still exists?
Yeah, there's still a Coco's over your way. I drive by it.
When you're tipping Jenny, you're not just tipping Jenny. You're tipping Jenny and Bob and Sue because they get tipped out.
So I'm not saying I would do
Sounds
this.
like you are.
I just think it's an interesting point. I have become a guy, thanks to John Ireland, who over-tips.
Yeah, I think that's because you're taking care of the people are going to accuse me of telling the same old story, but this is important. Anytime you stay in a hotel, tip the cleaning crew. They're the lowest paid people at the hotel. They have the worst job. They're cleaning hotel rooms for a living, and they don't get paid anything more than minimum wage. So I always throw money for that, and somebody convinced me to do it 20 years ago, and now I try and convince other people to
Well, I can tell you that on our last trip, we left $20 in the room every day.
Good.
For the cleaning.
Good for you.
Because they're the hard. And, you know, it's funny. You can give money, like, for example, the squeegee guys down here. Do you guys go by the squeegee guys right at the 10 when you exit? No?
You're not there when I'm going through.
Okay, so sometimes I'll just say, I don't need my windows washed, but I'll just give them $5, right? I mean, we've got money, so we should just give it to people when we can. It's like, I don't want to say it's like charity, but it's like giving it to people who can use it.
Yeah, I just think that if you don't tip, you're not. You think that you're sending a message to the restaurant. You're not. You're screwing the server.
Yeah, you're screwing the server. Exactly. All right, coming up next for you, we're going to do something special. We're going to do Game of Games. But for Game of Games, caller number 7 right now gets the chance to be Jacob Emrani's lifeline, his phone-a-friend when he's stuck.
Like, let's just say question 3. He's like, oh, I don't know the answer to that. Let me go to my phone-a-friend.
Phone-a-friend.
So does the phone-a-friend get anything in?
Yes. Get a pair of tickets to see LAFC take on the New York Red Bulls at BMO Stadium on September 9. So call in. And by the way, whether you have the right answer or not, whether you can help Jacob or you can't help Jacob.
Just for playing.
Just for playing, you get the prize. So tickets to see LAFC take on the New York Red Bulls at BMO Stadium on September 9. Caller number 7 right now, 877-710-ESPN. You will become Jacob Emrani's phone-a-friend for Game of Games, which is next. Mase and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
LAFC is on a roll with 4 straight wins. And now it's a showdown at the top of the Western Conference.
Third is gathered and it's scored again!
Sun Heung-min and Denis Bouanga are both red hot, scoring in 3 straight matches as the black and gold take on the Vancouver Whitecaps, with both clubs tied at 33 points.
Denis Bouanga is absolutely red hot.
LAFC versus the Whitecaps. Coverage begins Saturday at 4 p.m. on the ESPN LA app.
Everyone needs to take care of their mental health, even running back Bijan Robinson.
When I'm on the field and feeling the pressure, I usually just take a deep breath. When I'm just breathing and seeing what's in front of me, everything just slows down. It just makes me feel great before I run the play.
Just like Bijan, we all need a strong mental game on and off the field. Make a game plan for your mental health at loveyourmindplaybook.org.
Love your mind.
Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Foundation, the Arthur M. Blank Family Foundation, and the Ad Council.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. You push yourself in everything you do, scanning headlines for insights, keeping an eye on the market. Robinhood puts you in control of your money, all on one platform. You expect more from yourself. Expect more from your money. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Again, that's Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill?
It's just better for you.
Waba Grill. It's flavorful.
Pick me up and never put me down.
It's quality. It's fresh. It's spicy. Introducing our new Chili Crisp Dumplings. A spicy twist on a Waba favorite. Bold, crunchy, and tossed in fiery chili crisp. Get yours now, only at Waba Grill. It's for you.
DeMarco and Travis have taken over Afternoon Drive.
Matthew Stafford joining us here on DeMarco and Trav, the afternoon show.
Weekdays starting at 3 p.m.
You got your weapons on your side of the ball. You look across and you see a guy like Myles Garrett all of a sudden. Take me through what it's like when you know you have a game wrecker like that on the other side. Like, how do you go through your process of knowing where he is and try to do the best you can to stay the hell away from him?
Yeah, when we played him a couple years ago, it was every single play is where is 95? Are we good to run the play? Are we not good to run the play? And that puts a lot of stress on everybody, right? And then the ball snap, you physically got to go deal with the guy, So it's a chess match, and then it's also just a physical battle. And we're doing everything we can to try to give him looks that he's going to get in the season. We're not just sitting there with an open side tackle and saying, "Hey man, rush the tackle all you want. This is what teams are going to do." He knows better than that. We know better than that. And so we're just trying to again raise the floor, make everybody better football players. And if we do that, I think we'll like the result.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis starting at 3 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the all-new ESPN LA app, and live on YouTube.
Hey, it's Mason. For the ultimate immersive sports experience, get into Cosm. See all your favorite summer sports on a massive 87-foot wraparound high-resolution display with reserved booth-style seating. The Cosm Hall features wall-to-wall live multi-view sports for all the big games. And in the Cosm Dome, August 1st and 2nd, it's Summer Slam 2026. The Cosm Deck, by the way, Cosm's signature menu of local food favorites, craft cocktails, and beers. For tickets, go to Cosm.com, and I'll see you at Cosm.
This is a special notice to U.S. taxpayers owing $10,000 or more to the IRS. Tax Relief Advocates is urgently notifying taxpayers that tax relief initiatives are now available that may significantly reduce or eliminate what you owe. If you're afraid of an IRS lien, levy, or wage garnishment, don't lose hope. You can now take advantage of these current relief programs to end all collections, reduce the amount you owe, and resolve your tax problem. Even if you have years of unfiled tax returns or are already in a payment plan, you may still qualify for significant relief. Struggling taxpayers can now get relief they need during these hard economic times. A hotline has been established by Tax Relief Advocates for you to call and see what you qualify for. They are A+ rated with the BBB and have over 1,000 5-star reviews. Don't wait. Call 800-575-9087. 800-575-9087. That's 800-575-9087 or simply visit TRA.com.
And it is time on Mase and Ireland for the final segment. The final segment of the show, always Game of Games time, presented by the one and only Jacob Emrani. Call Jacob. Call Jacob.com. And yes, that new telephone number, 800-345-6789. 800-345-6789.
Hi, this is Jacob Emrani.
Game of Games made possible by the law offices of Jacob Emrani. Let's do it. Game of Games time on Mason and Ireland. Take it away, Mace.
Ireland, you would love this. There are 9 people in the studio.
Wow.
9 people. It is National Intern Day.
Jacob came with his entourage?
No. It's National Intern Day. So we are joined by Junior and Lance and Chloe and Madeline and Frankie, who have been part of our summer intern class.
And I will say, they will not be all playing in the game, but they are the subjects of our game. It is National Intern Day, so they are the subjects.
Oh, I love it.
I quizzed them this morning.
Okay, Jacob, you have a phone-a-friend. You want to find out who that is?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go to Carlos in Hawthorne. Carlos, you're on the radio. What's up, man?
I'm off. It's awesome to be on the radio.
All
Ready
right.
to win.
So you are the phone-a-friend. When Jacob stumbles here, if he stumbles, he will go to you, and you will provide him with the correct answer. And by the way, right, wrong, and different, you're going to be going to the game September 9, right?
Right.
Red Bulls and
LAFC.
LAFC. There
Yes.
you go. LAFC. Yeah. All right. It's Emily's game. Emily, what do we got?
All right, and by the way, we're just going to keep Carlos there, and he's ready to go whenever needed. So this is an intern question. I quizzed them this morning about their lives. I got every single detail about their lives to be put in here. So I'm going to do Madeline first. Madeline right there in the center is who we're talking about.
Madeline, former winner of Game of Games.
Yes.
That's right.
A lot of these guys have actually won Game of Games.
Well,
So,
she's got good family roots.
yes, she does. Madeline played basketball in high school and in college. What was her position? Was it point guard, shooting guard, or small forward? We're going to keep Madeline in the seat so you can't tell how tall she is.
Okay, Brian.
Small forward.
Mase.
Small forward.
I'm also going small forward. Jacob.
Shooting guard.
She was a shooting guard.
Oh, I smell a rat.
Wow.
Okay, here we go.
All right, up next. So I'm not going to reveal what school Madeline went to, but what was the mascot of Madeline's college? Was it the Artichokes, the Anteaters, or the River Dogs?
Mate.
Anteaters.
I don't remember. Anteaters is UC Irvine.
Yeah.
So I don't remember Madeline saying she went to UCI. She may have. I'll go River Dogs. Jacob.
It's what, artichokes and river dogs?
Artichokes,
or
Anteaters,
Anteaters.
River Dogs.
Yeah, no, it's not anteaters.
You can use your phone a friend at any time.
No, I think I'm still doing all right.
Okay.
Let's go with the C.
River Dogs.
River dogs.
All right, Brian.
River dogs.
Mace.
I said Anteaters.
Oh, that's right. What's
Well,
the answer?
It is River Dogs.
River Dogs.
All right,
So
congrats,
Mace
Madeline.
is the only one eligible for Lucky
Oh,
Loser. Jacob
yeah.
has 2, John 1, Brian 1.
All right, so a lot of these interns had spent a lot of their life in Southern California, but who of these that I'm going to list was born in Southern California? Was it Chloe? She's standing up in the middle right there.
Mm-hmm.
Was
Okay.
it Madeline? We just talked about Madeline. Or was it Lance, who was born in Southern California?
This one's me. I'll go Chloe. Jacob.
I'll go Madeline.
Brian.
Show me Lance.
Mace.
Show me Lance.
It was Lance.
Yeah.
Lance was born in
Right.
Southern
So
California.
now, no lucky loser.
Yep.
Brian
We're
and
all
Jacob
alive.
have 2. Mace and Ireland have 1.
Madeline was born in Texas, right? And then Chloe was born in Colorado.
Excellent.
Okay.
All right. Which of these interns danced in high school? Who danced in high school? Was it Lance? Was it Frankie D. Fresh? Was it Junior?
Jacob.
I'm going to go with Junior.
Brian.
Frankie D. Fresh.
Mace.
Frankie D. Fresh.
I'm going Frankie. What's the answer, Em?
It is Lance. Lance danced in high school. Flight of feet. All right.
All right, so wait, nobody got that?
Nobody got that. Yeah,
Okay.
we all
So
struck
it's
out.
still Jacob 2, Brian 2, Mason 1, Ireland 1.
All right. This is a true or false question.
Okay.
True or false? 2 of the interns are only children. True or false?
Brian.
True.
Mace.
True.
I'm going to go false. Jacob.
I'll go 2.
It is false. None of them are. None of them are only children. They all have siblings.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so everybody has 2 except
deep.
Mace. He has 1.
All right. You're going to have to make Jacob go last on this one.
Okay.
So, actually, no. I'm going to skip that one for right now. So I'm going to
Okay.
move to number 7. So everyone doing that there, I'm going to move to number 7.
Okay.
Who is the youngest intern? Who is the youngest intern? Is it Junior, Chloe, or Madeline?
Mace.
Junior.
We haven't had a Chloe. I'll go Chloe. Jacob.
I'm going to take this one.
Okay.
I'm going to take this one. I'm going to go with Junior.
Okay, Brian.
Chloe.
It is Junior.
Yeah.
Junior was born on June 30th. Get ready for this. 2004, guys.
2004.
He was born in
Yeah,
2004.
Me too.
Junior, I have shoes older than you.
Yeah.
All right, Jacob 3, everybody else 2.
We have 5 questions left. Jacob, just a reminder, you do have a phone a friend, so you could use him whenever you want. Carlos and Hawthorne is there.
Perfect.
So, which of these interns did not... Oh, no, this is a bad answer, too. Sorry, guys. Actually, no, let me change this real quick. I'm going to change this to someone else. Okay. Which of these interns did not attend Cal State Long Beach at some point in time in their academic career? Was it Chloe, Lance, or Junior?
Brian.
Lance.
Mace.
Chloe.
This is the last time I'm guessing Chloe. If it's not Chloe, I'm not guessing her anymore. Jacob.
I'm going to go Chloe as well.
All right, we have all our answers?
Yep.
It was Chloe is correct. Because I really had Madeline and realized that.
right at her. And I could
Putting
tell.
She has no poker face.
Holes through her.
Yep.
All right. Jacob 4, Ireland 3, Mason 3, Brian 2.
4 left. Which of the interns' favorite team is not a Southern California team? Is it Frankie D. Fresh, Chloe, or Junior?
Well, I may go against my own policy because you said Chloe was born in Colorado. So I'll go Chloe. Jacob.
I'm going to phone a friend.
Okay.
Phone a friend. Let's bring in Carlos from Hawthorne. Carlos, welcome. How are you, man? You're on the air, and Jacob needs your help. Go ahead and repeat the question for
I'm going
Carlos.
to go with Junior.
Junior? He thinks Junior. Okay.
So you go.
Okay,
Jacob, you're going Junior?
Listen, I'm phoning a friend. We're going to go with what Carlos said.
Okay, so I say Chloe. Jacob says Junior. Brian.
Frankie D. Fresh.
Is that
Mace.
everybody?
No,
Junior.
Mace.
The correct answer is Frankie D. Fresh.
All right, so BC, you got that?
Yep.
His favorite team is the Ravens, but thank you, Carlos, for playing. You did a great job helping Jacob out.
Carlos. Thank you.
Okay, so, Em, how many questions are left?
By the way, Carlos is going to the LAFC game on September 9th. There you go.
Looking forward to hanging with you.
All right, so we have 3 questions left.
All right, so here's the score. Jacob 4, everyone else 3. So you have 3 left, Emily?
That is correct.
All right, I'm going to make Jacob go first. Here we go.
All right. Whose first job was at McDonald's? Was it Junior, Lance, or Frankie D. Fresh?
Jacob.
We're going to go with Junior.
Brian.
Junior.
Mace.
Frankie D. Fresh.
I will go Junior. What's the answer, Em?
And it is Junior. Junior's first job at McDonald's.
How many there's 2 left?
2 left.
All right, Mace, you have to go opposite of Jacob.
Okay, I will.
Jacob has 5, Brian 4, John 4, Mace 3. Here we go.
All right, Chloe played water polo and swam at Pepperdine. What was her event in swimming? Was it the 400 individual medley, the IM? Was it the 200 freestyle? Or was it the 100 backstroke?
Jacob.
I'm going to go with the backstroke.
Brian.
200 freestyle.
I'm also going backstroke. Mace.
I'm going 200 free.
Okay.
It is 100 backstroke.
Oh,
All right,
I think
so
that
that
eliminates
means Brian's out, Mace is out, and Jacob, you lead me by 1.
Ooh.
So it is 6-5. Jacob, you get this right, and you win it.
I will not clipper it.
All right,
Okay.
I'm going to ask all the interns to put your hands behind your back, please. Okay.
Oh,
all right.
Okay.
We measured this morning. Who has the longest wingspan? Who has the longest wingspan of any of the interns? Is it Lance, Frankie D. Fresh, or Junior?
Lance?
Jacob.
Hold on. Who? Lance?
Frankie D. Fresh, or Junior?
I'm going to go with Lance.
Emily, who's wearing the purple shirt?
That is Frankie D.
Frankie D.
Fresh.
Fresh.
I'm going Frankie.
And you're glad you did. He does have the longest wingspan. He has 76
I was
inches.
looking at him. You could tell.
I messed them up.
No.
You could read him like a book.
I thought that was bad.
Well, we're going to go to the
man,
tiebreaker.
I wasn't paying attention to the
Jacob,
name.
you let the
Here
fox
we
in
go.
the hen house.
All right.
Here we go.
I was looking at him.
Okay. What is the combined age of all the interns? There are 5 interns. What is the combined age?
All right, I'm going to pull out a calculator for this one. Okay, I'm going to go. Okay. Jacob, I have a number. Do you have a number?
I do.
All right, I wrote down 105. What'd you write down?
I wrote down 108.
Emily, who wins?
We have a winner. It is Jacob and Ronnie. The correct answer is 123 is the combined age.
These interns are older.
Yeah. Now, congratulations, Jacob.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it was a fantastic win.
I need more intern questions.
Yeah, more intern. You know.
By the way,
these
I
people
think
you've
this is
never
the
met.
most people we've ever had in the studio.
No doubt. No doubt. You would hate this. By the way, you guys, when is your internship up? Next week. You've all been terrific. I hope you've learned a bunch. We have a great internship program.
Is there anyone? Okay, wait. I need an honest answer to this question. Is there anyone that has decided after interning at ESPN that you do not want to work in the business? That it's just not for you? Anybody?
No, it looks like everybody's in. Everybody's in, John.
Because that happened to my wife.
Yeah.
She interned at a TV station and hated it and said, I'll never do this.
These guys are all in.
All right, thanks, guys. You guys can come back over here.
Thank you very much, guys. Congrats. Thank you so much for all the hard work you've had while you've been here. It's terrific. Great internship program, by the way. I don't think they've announced the fall class yet, but it's a great thing to get on.
And my son's been here for 4 days, and he's loving it.
That's right. Tyler is an aspiring sports broadcaster, John.
Well, wait a minute, Mase. Should we be honest with Jacob? We tell people now, don't go into this business because it's too hard to get
It's really
jobs.
hard.
Yeah, I believe it.
You got an in. You got an in. So what's going on, man?
Hey.
You were at Rams camp yesterday. How you feeling about the Rams?
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was really awesome.
You got to go to the Chalk Talk that
I did.
Was not on the radio but was with Sean McVay. What
Yes.
did you take away from that?
First of all, the feeling of Aaron Donald coming back is just so much more concrete.
It's a vibe, yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that is just super exciting. But I think, the thing that I keep taking away from Sean is it doesn't matter what happened last year. He comes in so much more energized. He was not cocky about it. He was not super confident. I was there when he was talking last year when you guys did it.
Sure.
And I think it's so amazing to see that not only are the new stars that have come in are going to contribute, but he could not stop talking about some of the third or fourth guys on the depth chart and how those guys are going to contribute. And that's the part of it that I was excited about because, when you go through a season, you're hoping everyone's going to be healthy.
Sure.
It's not those guys. It's what happens is, God forbid, something happens. Do you have somebody who's going to step in? Do you have that right tackle? Do you have that left guard, right? Do you have that center? You know, are you going to be able to continue to protect, for us, one of the biggest things is we got to protect Stafford, right?
Absolutely.
And are you going to be able to run behind that line? And I feel like the line this year, the offensive line this year is better than last year. We know the defensive line is going to be incredible.
Yeah, amazing.
We know our cornerbacks and safety, Duffy and Lake are going to be amazing. So it's just really exciting. I just want the season to start.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah,
Ireland. It is great to have football in the air, man. We did some.
We're not that far away
today.
We're talking maybe 8 weeks.
Yeah. It's almost time. Jacob, it's great seeing you, man. Thank you very much. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
That was an excellent win.
Thank you, sir.
Obviously...
And Mase, I'm off. It's more like 4 weeks.
Is it really?
Think about it. It's January. It's July 30th.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we basically have August because doesn't the season start like first week in September?
Yeah, they go to I was listening today that said that the team is going to travel to Australia on September 2nd.
Yeah, by the way, John, that's interesting. Actually, we'll hold that conversation for tomorrow. There's an interesting conversation, or maybe we'll ask DeMarco about it. Hey, Jacob, great seeing you. Thanks for coming in. Don't forget, Game of Games is brought to you by Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob Injury Hotline, the only number LA trusts after an accident. The one I trusted when I was in an accident. 800-345-6789. That's 800-345-6789. Jacob, great to see you. Coming up next, Super Crosstalk. Mase and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
How are you? It's Dr. Robert Clapper. Guess what? The Weekend Warriors Show is back Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on ESPN LA, thanks to Cedars-Sinai. Cedars-Sinai is a global leader in orthopedics, offering a range of solutions in all orthopedic subspecialties to get you back to doing the things you love. Don't miss the Weekend Warriors Show with me, Dr. Clapper, Saturday mornings at 7 a.m. on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
There you were, surrounded by fans, sharing wings, sharing drinks, high-fiving random strangers. Everybody remembers the game, but nobody remembers the guy coughing behind you until a few days later. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. You wake up, you got a fever, your throat's on fire. So now what? Urgent care closed, ER slammed, telehealth? Maybe, but the pharmacy's closed. you need a medical emergency kit. These are not first aid kits, everybody. They contain essential prescriptions used for over 30 common conditions, sinus and ear infections, UTIs, stomach bugs, traveler's diarrhea, and more. You can even use your doctor-developed guidebook to select the right prescription or call their telemedicine doctor standing by. It's like an urgent care in a drugstore in your house. When you're sick, traveling, or stranded, you'll wish you ordered a medical emergency kit. Order online in minutes, and it's shipped to your door. Save $45 with our promo code 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710. That's promo code 710 at urgentcarekit.com/710.
Hey, LA and OC, if you love great food and smart prices, you need to know about Wild Fork Foods. Hosting, grilling, you just want a great dinner? Start at Wild Fork Foods. Find your local SoCal store at wildforkfoods.com. Wild Fork, quality meat and seafood, low prices, largest variety in one store.
Prizes, flyaways, even cash money. You want it? We've got it. Find a list of all contests and official rules by visiting ESPNLAcontests.com.
That's ESPNLAcontests.com.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk. It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Whoa. Did you get the recording from your dog yet?
Didn't I've got he did it again last night. I can't quite get.
Gotta have your phone in your hand.
Tell me this etiquette rule. So I take the dogs out last night, and I don't have one of the bags with me, the cleanup bag,
the poopies.
So way down the block, like 3 blocks away. So Veronica leaves a dookie.
Right.
I don't have a bag with me.
Okay.
What is the correct etiquette for that?
You got to go find a bag and go back.
Yeah.
You got to find a bag and go all the way 3 blocks back.
And by the way, the first mistake you made was leaving on the walk without a bag.
Oh, yeah, that was stupid.
No, you got to clean it up.
That's a really
That's a question for you?
Yeah.
Even if it's a tiny dookie and it's far away?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You got to clean it up.
Because if anybody saw it, you become that guy.
Exactly. Yeah, he's right.
Well, you would consider leaving that?
I guess I'll go back after the show today and get it.
All right.
I didn't get it last night.
Somebody asked me a hard question yesterday. It'd be fun for the three of you guys. I think we all agree that if you told us take the Rams or the field to win the Super Bowl this year, we would all take the field. Am I correct? It's just too hard to pick one team.
I would.
You take the field?
Yeah.
If my life depended on it,
yeah,
I'd take the field.
DeMarco, would you take the Rams?
I probably would take the Rams.
Okay. But what if so this is more for Travis and Mase because I know what the answer will be for DeMarco, but what if I let you take 4 teams? So you get 4 teams, you just have to pick the Super Bowl winner, or you take the other 28. So you could take any 4 you want. You could take Rams, Seahawks, Broncos, Bills.
I would do that.
Those are mine.
I would take the 4 because you got to figure of the other 28, there's at least 10 or 11 or 12 that have no chance.
Makes it harder, right?
So you get 4 of
Would you take the same 4 I did, or would you go different?
I would take the Rams. I would take
maybe Eagles.
I would take the Rams. I would take Buffalo. I would take Denver.
Yes.
And maybe Philadelphia.
You wouldn't take Seattle?
No.
No,
I would not take
Mason,
Seattle.
I'm regretting taking Seattle, and I'm coming over to Travis' side because it's really hard to win 2 in a row.
And I know he was great. I know he played out of his mind for the last month or so, but Sam Darnold is not somebody that if I only get 4 picks, I'm going to take 4 elite quarterbacks.
All right, Mace, who would your 4? Would you take the 4 or the 28?
Rams, Broncos for sure.
Okay.
I'm going to put Seattle in it.
Okay.
And I am going to put
Buffalo's got an easy schedule.
New England.
And I'm going to put New England in it.
I think New England, DeMarco, might take a step back. I think the stuff.
Although
Drake
so May is as ascending, I think.
And that's the question. Do you believe or do you not believe in Drake May?
And remember, he's got A.J. Brown now.
Yeah, and that's going to be fun.
They also have a schedule that's about 10 times harder than the one they had a year ago.
Not only that, Trav, but I can't imagine, and I don't want to legislate what Vrabel did or get into that, but I can't imagine that would have 0 effect on the Patriots.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
You really think that has an effect on the Patriots?
You'd be surprised, John.
That, DeMarco, I know a lot of guys cheat, but nobody gets publicly blown up.
No, but
like he did.
But it's not foreign to a locker room, and guys can
compartmentalize
compartmentalize
that?
a lot of stuff. Even worse than
So
that.
you don't think it'll have much of an effect?
Well, the only thing is, if he's trying to be rah-rah and really get to the heart of the matters in those team meetings, you may look at him like, aren't you the guy that just made that choice? But no, you'd be surprised what guys can forgive and forget.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, I wanted to ask you this, DeMarco, because you're going to be on this trip to Australia.
Yeah.
It has been announced that the team will keep it real. They'll fly in for the game, play the game, and fly back with not – and meanwhile, the Niners are going to go there a week in advance.
Oh, they're
and
doing the acclimate?
They're going to try to acclimate.
So two schools of thought, and the old school thought is what the Niners are doing. Go there, acclimate, get ready to play, and yada, yada, yada. The Rams and some of these more modern teams have figured out if you keep it within 36 hours, you can keep your same body clock.
Right.
Yeah. So and
they
that's
were
worked.
in London last year for 30 hours, whooped Jacksonville, and flew back.
They've been doing it in the
36 hours to get there.
Pretty much.
Right, but I agree with what the Rams are doing, guys. The main reason I hate these international games is because of the jet lag. Yeah. If you have a mechanism to just basically take the jet lag out of it, I would do what the Rams are doing.
Yeah, it's smart. But Sean McVay's been pretty good in the early window on the East Coast. He's been pretty good internationally. So I thought he was crazy, but I remember Fisher took the Rams out to London, tried to acclimate. The Patriots got there on Friday and beat the snot out of them. I mean, absolutely just crushed.
That happened to Jeff Fisher a lot.
Yeah. But this was worse.
Yeah,
this
worse.
was bad.
Even
bad.
worse.
Right. It was terrible. Yeah, so I like the way they're doing it now.
Mason brought this up earlier in the show to Marco and Travis. Who's the Rams' third receiver if the season started today? So
Terrence Ferguson. Yeah, that's what I suggested earlier too.
It'll be. Oh my God!
It'll definitely be a tight end.
It'll be a tight end. It'll be.
He's kind of a hybrid, though.
It'll be Mumfield. It'll be C.J. Daniels.
C.J. Daniels is kind of interesting. The rookie they drafted from Miami. He's an interesting one, but
it'll be Whittington because he knows the offense.
Right.
He's more of your Puka stuff, and if you want, what I want is for Puka to stay healthy, right? Yep. I don't want to change the way he plays the game, which means I'll let somebody else do the blocking.
Yeah.
Whittington is that guy. If you're going to motion a guy in to send him up through the A gap to lead up on a linebacker, which is crazy, but that's what they do in this offense, let him do it. He's a career special teamer. He's used to contact. Keep Puka out of that stuff as much as possible.
You said the two words that scared me most about last year. Special teams.
Yeah.
We were a disaster on special teams last year.
It arguably cost them a chance to host the NFC Championship game, to win the Super Bowl, that those block kicks and it's a direct line.
That was the difference between the Rams and Seattle.
Right.
They killed you on teams.
So what have the Rams done to address that?
So he knows. So if you go back to McVay's first camp all the way through until now, this was the first time they actually started with special teams. So he's telling you, I have just learned I have to value that spot, that unit more than I have in the past because it cost us a Super Bowl. So they got the best long snapper in the game, or one of the best. Bubba Ventrone is here. He's a great coach, high energy. The special teams coach is the only other guy that talks to the entire team. So that's number one. But I would say this, and I don't want to kick a guy when he's down, but it's hard to do a worse job than the guy that was here last year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So a credible coach would be better. Ventrone is the opposite. He is an elite type guy, and they've got some more weapons now.
Am I wrong to just say their special teams don't have to be great? They just can't be terrible.
Remember the Niners in the early 90s?
Yeah.
When they were offensive and they had one of the best defenses? All they did on teams was fair catch.
Yeah.
Just don't screw it up. Give it to Steve Young. Go drive it.
Great.
Yeah, that's what the Rams
and don't
should
get
be.
kicks blocked.
Right.
Like that.
Right.
That was what did they have? 5 kicks blocked last year?
Oh, it was brutal.
A lot of stuff.
It was a lot of stuff going on. Like I'm not looking for 60-yard field goals or returns for touchdown in the kicking. You just don't be terrible.
Long snapper's different. You've got a kicker now.
You know who I saw? I saw our kicker yesterday, Harrison Meeves, and I'll tell you, in person,
less thick.
He is more thick.
More thick. Oh, hey,
he's even a thicker kicker than you thought.
He's even thicker than I thought he was going to be. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, it's very
What's his name in Oakland? Janikowski.
Yeah, Sebastian Janikowski.
Yeah.
But thicker than that.
He's thicker than Janikowski?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my.
He's thicker than that.
Oh, I think he's the thickest kicker in history.
He's not the thicker.
JB calls him the 3 technique.
Oh, really?
Defensive tackle. He's that size.
I thought I thought the 3 meant something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought the 3 was a digit.
Hey, Ireland, have a good night there in Idaho.
All right, folks, see ya.
See ya.
Right.
Coming up next for you, DeMarco and Travis. You guys playing just the two of you?
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Yeah, we're being watched, by the way.
By?
Yeah, Greg is doing impersonations of me, and he's picking out words Travis says.
Oh, let me ask you something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do I say along the way a lot?
Yes, along
You do?
the
All
way.
the time.
Do I really?
does?
You're a big along the way guy.
It is your main transition.
Really?
You don't know what you're doing. You say along the way.
Travis, it's us.
Yeah, I guess
It's
so.
us.
All
We
right.
didn't notice. Oh, my
I
God.
had no idea.
We're
By the
being
way,
watched.
DeMarco didn't know. DeAndre
I had
didn't know.
no
Morales
idea.
didn't know.
Yeah.
It is all the time.
It is so much better than my transition, which is
Yeah.
Now
Along
I'm
the-
going to be
I'm
self.
gonna
Now I'm going to be
steer along the way.
self-conscious
We're
about
being
it.
evaluated.
The other thing I've picked up from you is using the word terrific.
Oh, I love the word
You
terrific.
use the word terrific a lot.
It's very descriptive.
It is. I know.
If somebody says, "Oh, that's terrific,"
Yeah.
that you know what that means.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. All right,
Glad I
guys,
could help.
have a great show tomorrow.
Along the
Me and
way.
Ireland back 12 o'clock noon, 710 ESPN.
And it is the 15-minute mark right here on 710 ESPN.